We are 40 Acres in the Brew crew. We got Tara here, being a little rude. We got Kia
Never
here.
rude, but here always
We got Brenna
present.
here. What's good? And this is episode 3. What's good, y'all? Hello.
Hello,
Tara.
hello.
Hello, Kia. How
What's
y'all
up,
doing?
Berna? What's
Hello.
up here? Hello. We all here.
All right.
Well, we took some time off. It's been
A couple of weeks ago.
Couple of
It
weeks,
was
couple of
two-ish. Two-ish was, no, that's okay. That was
No, that's
two-ish.
okay. I hear
And
you.
everything that entails for a no, that's okay.
I heard you.
but we're here. This is episode 3 now.
No,
What's going on, guys?
No, that's okay is the curve line. But
Yeah, for
I
little
just-
ears.
I just
Remember?
want to
Little
recap
ears.
real quick, right? So last week, we was unpacking Petty. Last week we were we had the little ear guy, right? The little ear guy,
Yeah, I remember that.
Lawrence.
Hey, Lawrence.
I have.
Yeah, a few of my everyday people like that story. What else we had? You know what? I'm being rude actually. I gotta start off with
Aren't you always rude?
yeah
like
words. I'm always rude a little bit.
that? Okay.
But, words to the wise, right? I wrote this one down. The universe is unlimited potential, money and love, etc. Manifest abundance by being grateful for what you already have and become attractive to what you want. Words to the wise. Cool.
We are the wise.
We
Thank
are the
you,
wise.
Verna. Thank you,
I'm
Verna.
super
You
wise.
already know. Alright, so I feel like y'all giving me a little stush right now just to
Not at all.
recap.
Not at all.
Stush.
And
How you been? I mean,
Yeah.
I've been good.
like
I've
I
been
said,
good.
we
I've been
haven't been on
chilling.
camera for a little while, so
I had a few days off from the everyday place and
Thank goodness.
it felt
for a few days
restorative.
off.
It felt restorative. Thank God for a few days
Oh
off.
my
For
goodness,
sure.
it's so needed.
Oh, okay. You got days off. And
A little
you got,
bit.
You got days off. And,
I had days off because I'm 30 now.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
She's a
That
big
was-
girl. You know
right,
she's a
right,
big
right.
girl now.
Kid.
I'm 30 now.
So you feel like you stepped over some thresholds, speaking of?
I mean, I feel maybe my joints are starting to hurt a little bit more.
Bro.
But
Girl.
other than that, I still feel good. I mean, people are, they say, oh, you don't look it. But speaking about my birthday, so
Oh,
we
shit.
went out to brunch,
Yeah, I was there.
and Berna
I was
popped
there.
up, made a guest appearance.
Did you
I was
now?
there. Yeah, and I'm never there, yo. Let me
He's
tell
not
you.
even the club going guy, but this was a day
Yo,
party.
I gotta tell you my journey getting there, but go ahead.
I guess the vibe was just different for him, but he seemed overwhelmed in the most positive way. It was just like
Overwhelmed
in
the
awe.
most positive way.
And
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave a disclaimer that he behaved. Let's put that out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
She said,
behaved.
you don't
That's
gotta say
nice to know that you
she'll
behaved.
believe what I tell her.
Excuse
Whatever.
Nah, I'm
me.
playing.
Yeah,
I'm talking
but-
shit. I
He
love it.
behaved,
Yeah.
but he had to admit, and he told me countless times the amount of women in there.
Oh yeah.
It was so new to you, wasn't it?
It was yeah, I'm not usually in places that are overrun
By estrogen. So
by
much estrogen in
Let's
the
say
building.
estrogen. That type of energy
So
was
much
a little
estrogen
crazy.
in the
Isn't that a good situation?
It was a
usually?
wonderful situation,
Okay.
and that's why it moved me. And then I
It
remembered
moved
what I
you?
loved about going out. Right, when you go out,
Mhm.
and I haven't done it in a while, so I've been able to grow an appreciation for it. Even though, as a full-time career, nah, it's not me. You feel me?
Mhm.
Like you said, you stepped over the 30 threshold. Now it's like, well, I'm trying to do different shit. I want to see different sights like as often as possible. I want each day to be dynamic and different from the last. So on some shit, I stopped doing that, and now that as just when I think about it and what it was, it was amazing. It
He had a
lot
good
to-
time. He didn't get super drunk,
might have
but
lost
he was
the word
lit.
for it.
He was lit. He didn't get super drunk,
Right.
though. He didn't
And
get
did you
super
have a
drunk.
good time?
I mean, for my birthday, yeah. I
I
had
mean,
a
because
great
it was
time.
to celebrate you, right?
I mean,
So
that's
what
why.
did
wait,
you do?
wait.
How do we celebrate our birthday?
Before we get off the topic, right?
A little
I want to
bit.
tell you my journey there, right?
Can we
To-
pause your journey
Oh,
there?
okay, all right,
Because we just wanna, you know,
I don't want to
it's okay.
detract from the night.
We're so not gonna detract for the night. We just wanna maybe have a little bit of insight into Miss Kiki. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just maybe.
I'm sorry, I'm being rude.
Whatever
I'm
is
being rude,
shareable.
rude.
I'll say whatever is shareable
A lot of it
And-
isn't shareable.
in a safe space, because this is our safe space.
Not really.
So we're gonna pass and maybe Bernie will
I had a great time.
I was about to say, yo,
Listen, hey,
just
hey,
tell me when you get to my part. I want to tell you.
had a great time. You know,
Okay.
took a cruise out with my friends. We enjoyed it.
How was this cruise?
It was great. It was whatever, but the weather was just crazy. Got back, had a great time.
Wasn't there anything more about your birthday? Didn't you like pick up another person that had my name and like publish it?
Oh, that was on a cruise. What happens on a cruise stays on a cruise.
Another person that.
Yeah, it was another Tara.
Oh, it's a different story.
She wanted a threesome, but it was just like I'm not into the saltines.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
And this is the story we skipped. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna skip that. But then we went out to brunch. Shout out to LaRive. Smoking brunch every Sunday. It was, it was a good vibe in there.
All right, so now you can tell us your story, your journey.
Yo, son, right? So I suffer from a little bit of what I like to call social anxiety, right? But you may know it as being just antisocial in terms of not wanting to go to shit. Like when niggas talk about, yo, there's some shit coming up and like, like everybody's gonna be there, you just like, I'ma chill. I kind of like my vibe.
Like maybe it's too much energy in the whole event, and is it worth the energy that you have to?
Right, like concerts, right? Concerts are wonderful. I love concerts to enjoy the music, but just the process of getting there, it kind of is like, why do I have to be around all these people? I'm one of these dudes who live in New York, but as I've grown, now I'm like, let me fly in the sky. You feel me? I'm gonna be out as far away from people as possible. Like I've always thought about moving to the mountains, which is like
so
why I like Colorado and shit, right? Okay. But anyway, right? So I had like triple thoughts even going to this event. I was driving down there.
It took him so long to get inside. That's what I was wondering.
Bro, let me tell you, I was driving down. First of all, I was out from early. I forgot what I was doing that day. I was doing some shit earlier, and then I was like, all right, it's a brunch. I'm going to stop at the brunch after. So then I was like, cool, where's the brunch? No brunch. I mean, it was a brunch, but the day party type of brunch. Like, I'm thinking brunch like
it was more
11, 12.
That's
1,
what I
2.
anticipated, but...
So,
my situation didn't work out for that type of event, but
right.
You know what I'm saying? But Kiki understands, you know what I'm saying? My plight, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes.
All right.
It is what it is. But anyway... One of us showed up, so at least, support 40 Acres in the Brew.
Right, I showed up, and then I got there from early. I almost parked. No, I parked. I found parking. Parking was like mad whack. Like I almost parked in a few spots that was closer to the first spot, but not the second spot. Then as I drove up through Manhattan more, I was like, all right, cool. This is closer to it, even though it's still a little far. I'm going to just throw it in here and see what she said. She was like, yo, we on our way to this spot. I'm like, cool, whatever. I parked already. And then I walked my way over. And then I get to the door, and then I'm like, the door, right? But, I just felt there was mad other shit that I could be doing that I was just about to be like, all right, cool. But I called wifey, right? Because I was like, dude, I went to the line. I'm like, the line.
Everything was an event.
I'm like, yo, fuck this shit. I think I might have been high.
Maybe you had some wine at some point. Yeah, under the influence of some wine. It happens on a weekend.
Right. On a weekend, I was enjoying myself.
All right.
Right. So, like I told you, I come from some shit earlier, but then I was like, just paying attention to everything way too much, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna just go the fuck home. I'll call wifey. Wifey's at work, so she maybe shouldn't have picked up, but she did pick up. She was like, what up? And then she was like, how's your day out? In that voice. So then I was like, cool.
That's a fun voice.
I was like, cool, let me chat it up with her. She was like, you gotta go because you can't almost go and not go. Like, what's wrong with you? I was like,
who does that?
She's like, you can't go to see the birthday girl, not see the birthday girl, and make it home. Like, that's not even a mission. I was like, fuck, cool, you're great. So I went in and I had an amazing time. Like, I got past the door, the line, the coat check, all of this shit, right? Then I saw Kiki and one of her homies and one of her other homies, and I noticed, damn, she chill with tall people. Like, you feel me? But, like, we were all of height, but it was just interesting. And then we just held down a spot. We
had, like, unlimited rum punch.
Unlimited hookah, and all of that. How did you feel about that part of your event, since you ain't gonna talk about the first part?
That was lit. I mean, I was in good spirits for that. I mean, we had a good time. Thank you for coming out. We had a good time. And you said that you want to go back.
I do want to go back. I definitely want to go back.
So we got to pick a Sunday, and we got to go back to the Reeve.
All right, that's
because
cool.
you like the vibe. But anyway, moving along from that.
We just had Are we jumping into Valentine's Day or?
Valentine's Day just passed.
It did just pass.
Yeah.
So. There's a few things on
Yo,
Not
what?
how'd you spend it. Excuse me.
I mean, he's, you know.
What'd you spend your money on?
I spend my money on something thoughtful that actually lasts for a good period of time.
What
a
is
good
it?
period of time, which
Right.
is.
So I got a book, a Valentine's Day book.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a 60-page animated book,
Mm-hmm.
and it says Happy Valentine's Day. But you know they do a different occasion, so it's like Happy Valentine's Day, Love Burner, and then they let you animate.
You put Love Burner on it.
I put Love Burner on it.
Did you now?
Yeah.
Ooh. Go ahead, keep continuing.
Yo, what you mean?
That's your.
That just sounds like a thug love story.
I mean, oh.
Nah, not at all.
Not at all.
No, I'm just saying it sounds like it.
Yo,
I'm not
That's
saying
like
it
you're not
is.
your government. She's like
It
officially
sounds
your
like a
wife
thug
already.
story.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I mean, just hey, that's
just
your.
think
It's
about-
your world. It is what it is.
Of course it is. It's,
All right,
it's your
so,
universe. It's-
Love burner. All right.
Right. So anyway, this is a book. They trying to they just never got one themselves. So once it starts being
Right.
a thing, and like
Well, if we get one, we
in
want
a
it with the
year or
name,
two
not the
or
handle.
three,
How's that? Go
the
ahead.
name and not the handle.
Just continue your story.
Sweet.
Continue your
Okay.
story, son.
So anyway,
Yes.
I got her this book, the 60-page animated book that has
Mhm.
cartoons of me and her, and it pretty much gives her free passes to shit like free sick day, I'll cook, things like that, right? But it
Mm.
takes all of that and it wraps it up into a book when it's like, I remember when we first met in such and such a date. Anyway, so that's what I got, and I thought that.
That sounds pretty thoughtful.
That's what I was telling you. I'm not just gassing it. This shit fire. I told my mans about it, the cameraman's about it, and he was like, "Yo, this is fire." And I was like, "Thank you. I'm not bugging." So like I said, once niggas get onto that shit in like 2 years, like you'll remember this moment. No, you won't, but still. Anyway, how was your Valentine's Day?
I spent it with my children. That's it.
Okay. That's
Mine was
wonderful.
low key, quiet. You know, quiet is good for me this time of year. I don't want any hostility.
Okay.
I don't want any nonsense. I just
What
want
about
peace.
those unwanted advances for
Um,
your Valentine's Day?
those are interesting. What about unwanted advances, Miss Kiki? Are we referring
Here's
to?
what about no unwanted advances. No, that's okay.
No, that's
what
okay.
about-
That's our theme.
That's what's
yeah,
about.
that's our theme.
You might have
As
gotten
for-
a few, but we're not even gonna go
Listen,
there. I was thinking one,
Yo.
but you've gotten a few actually. I'm
Oh,
not even
shit.
gonna dive into that. But anyway,
That would be nice of you to not expose everything.
I wasn't expecting anything. I'm just
never
not that
expect
person. I
anything.
don't
I'm not in
take
that
the holiday
situation.
that serious. It's a holiday.
I think it's
a day.
fun if you're in a situation. Then of
And
course
I'm
you're
not. I
gonna.
mean, I love these.
Then you're gonna play into it a little bit. But if you're not in a
You
situation,
say
you're
you don't
not.
love these hoes? Ah.
Excuse
That's
you.
That's
fucking-
what I said.
No, that's fire. I think that's
That's
fire.
what I said.
That's straight fire. Especially coming from a woman, like it's fire because it's the game. So you can't love these hoes. But in any case, if you did have a hoe to love, you'll be like, hey nigga, all these bitches getting gifts. What you got? And I think that's why
What's considered
resent
a
the
gift
holiday.
then? I guess maybe.
What's considered a
What
gift?
would be considered a gift?
I mean, definitely not dropping off. 10 inches of dick. That's not a gift.
Like, is that a gift?
I don't even care. Look, 6 inches of dick is not a gift. 10 inches.
But just
None of that
showing up
shit
with
is a
dick in
gift.
hand as a present, like how inappropriate might that be?
They
I'm just
just
saying a
don't
certain
know.
time.
I mean, but on the
It's
flip
really
side,
Mhm.
it is a gift when you getting it from us. Happy Valentine's
Oh,
Day.
what?
It's a
What you
different.
got me,
It's a different
baby?
reward.
Oh nah. Oh,
It's
nah.
a different type of reward.
Oh nah.
Absolutely.
You guys must not know.
No, you do know, obviously, which is why you're married. I mean, please don't
So,
play
we're
nice.
gonna
But
say-
you know me.
Please
That's
don't play
more the
naive.
mental thing, bro. Things like Valentine's Day as a measure.
No,
and then-
Valentine's Day should never
and
be a
then-
measure. We're
wait,
not
wait,
saying
wait.
it's a measure, so don't reference your statements to us as people that are saying that it's a measure. We're not telling you it's a measure.
But if we
So
wrap
just-
it up in a bow, it's a gift.
What we do is a gift because we're us. There's a difference. We're not saying.
Oh, okay.
So
Alright,
we're
cool.
putting
So
stipulations
I'm
to it.
glad
You're
to-
outvoted on this.
Yeah,
I'm glad to
Y'all voted.
understand that you are
Okay.
representing yourselves in this
Oh,
in this
absolutely. And at all
conversation
times.
instead
Who
of
else should we be?
I don't know. A lot of women represent or feel that they represent all women?
I'll never say I represent all women because some women
I represent this
aren't
one.
my equals, so
Okay.
I'm not going to
fine.
say
So
that they
that
are
was
the same
presumptuous
as
of me
me.
to even
Please
jump in
don't be
like that.
presumptuous with
My
us.
bad. My bad.
Yes, it is. What's on
My
the
bad.
phone
Do you
that's
need a
so
little help over
interesting? I'm
there?
just saying.
You need a little
Maybe
help over
we should
there?
give you
No.
some backup. And I think we have some backup, for our 3-ish episodes. So
that was cute. That's
I know
not
it
even.
was.
Oh,
I know
fine.
it was,
All right.
but we should
You got
definitely
me,
give you
yo.
some help and
You
support.
need a little help?
So
Right.
we have one of our everyday people.
I
Ish
never
in the
need
room.
help, but I would
So why don't
appreciate
Ish please,
if my friend
please join
Ish,
us and help burn it out a little bit,
Ish, join
if
us.
possible.
I'll see what I could do.
All right,
if
bet,
possible.
bet. So
Welcome to the room.
welcome.
Thanks for
Ish.
How
having
you
me.
doing? Welcome to 40 Acres in the Brew.
Welcome to
Now,
Florida, isn't it?
let's get right into it. So
You heard what was going on.
You heard
Yeah, I
what's
heard,
going
yeah.
on.
So please,
What's
Give him
your
some
input?
help.
What's your input?
So what are we attacking specifically at this moment?
well,
What's considered a gift? Because
Pussy as a
obviously,
gift. No, we already passed that.
We're
What's
past
considered
that,
a
okay.
gift?
Past
You
that?
said what's considered a gift. You put it on the table and unwrapped it because it was one. You said pussy is the gift. So let's talk about pussy as a gift. Like, I don't really understand how it's fair for dick in hand to not be a gift. However, pussy is just a gift, like just off rip. Like, that's not a gift, but this is. It's like, what you.
okay, so do you think it's a gift if I don't get nothing from you, you don't get anything from me, but we just do the do?
I want to hear from Ish.
All right, Ish, let's
All right.
hear it, because
So-
he ain't got it.
What are you saying? Dick is not a gift. But a woman opening up her legs to me is a gift.
I mean, what'd you buy me gifts for? You see what I'm saying? The woman
how?
can flip it. A woman can flip it. Like, what did you get me a gift for? What were you expecting? You were expecting me to, voila, open up. So,
Oh,
Happy
come
Valentine's
on.
Day.
It was an expectation, so it wasn't a gift then. If it's just
I was expecting a gift.
Oh.
You was expecting some box.
I like that. That's
it's
see?
just an
fire.
expectation. It's like something that I automatically wanted from the jump. So was it really a gift?
Right, that wasn't a gift. They just bought you what you manipulated them into knowing
So
that
then was
you
it
should
really
get.
a gift if I got flowers and a teddy bear? Is that really a gift because I was expecting it?
And that's the
I
thing
ain't
about
say I
that's
wanted
what
it.
I don't agree with Valentine's Day too.
Okay.
Because everybody is doing the same thing
Okay.
on this day, buying the same things, wearing the same color, this, that. So much expectation. Is it really a gift if you get teddy bears or a flower?
No.
It's just
it
the
becomes-
mind being conditioned.
It's like
to
it's
it.
like seeing red during Christmas. It becomes like the thing. It's like flowers,
Exactly.
candy, and now obviously I've fucked myself up in the future. I've got this book because I thought flowers and candy is so but I got a book. Now next year comes, what do I have to do? I gotta get something way more thoughtful than a book, or
You gotta
or
write
just
it
pop out
in a
some
poem.
jewelry, or pop out some jewelry like here.
shouldn't it be that you be or that you get more thoughtful with time, especially if this is a person that you have chosen and selected to be your life mate? I
Okay.
mean, it's not like a regular chick. You know what I mean? A regular chick, you can buy something that's going to die tomorrow. Somebody that you plan to spend more time
That
with.
was harsh.
But it's the truth. What the
That
fuck?
was harsh.
Whatever.
No, that's-
Anyway, let's be honest.
First of all, my chicks don't be dying like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Listen.
like my
Can
bad.
we stay focused? Can we
We
stay
can,
focused?
of
Can
course
we
we
stay
can.
focused? Can we just stay focused? Can we stay focused? The
I'm
point is that,
focused.
alright, so get something more thoughtful with someone that you plan to be with for a long amount of time. There's going to be longevity. You said, like you yourself, you play
I have
petty
a question.
games because you want to keep it interesting.
All right.
Keep all of it interesting, all the
Right.
way around.
Here's what's interesting to me, right?
Mhm.
Spending time in like a pod, like just being in the pod together, like spending time together on that day and just appreciating what you have. Like showing appreciation can also be just actually being present. So whatever you're doing, maybe put all the 3,000 other things away that you have let build up over time. It's like mildew. You gotta brush that shit off every now and then for shit to look sparkly clean. So spending time with each other in that moment, putting everything else to the side, like me, Yayana, and just baby girl, like it's a magic. It's fucking
So
amazing.
let me ask you this. When you guys buy the gifts, are you buying the gifts based on your expectation? Like, okay, if I only get her bears, she might only do this. If I get her some jewelry, I'm getting my dick sucked on a handstand. If I take her out to eat and buy her jewelry, she's letting me put it in her butt. Like, is that the expectation you guys have?
Nah, for me, married man, I didn't get it from anywhere.
Yeah, married man.
I didn't get it from anywhere. Like, it was just like something I thought I should show in this way. I was like, yo, let me just do this so she knows. Because I'm an asshole.
I want to hear Ish answer.
Okay, I want to hear Ish answer.
It depends on the type of girl you're dealing with, period, to me.
All right, yeah. Stay mute right now, Burner.
They hate you.
Not at all.
Does a gift, like the size of the gift, increase my expectations of what I expected to do in the bedroom? Nah, because some girls, they would do, crazy stuff for you or whatever, but they're still not worth the gift. So the gift and that, I don't think it goes hand in hand.
What about if it was something like a gesture you did? You got her nothing, but you went all out. The candles, rose petals, does that depend on the chick? Do you think that's better than the gift, a gesture to show your love and appreciation, or your lust and appreciation?
Yeah, that depends on the girl. Do you love her? Do you love this type of girl to be able to do that?
Do you have to love her to do that?
You use the word love and
And
explain that situation.
I also said lust.
Lust, these are very subjective. It's hard to like.
Do you have to lust her enough to do that? Do you have to love her enough? Is she someone that...
some guys would go hard just for the lust. That's what I'm saying. These things are like very subjective. Guys, they go broke because of their lust for a girl.
Shit. So then it becomes even more of a question
But what
of how much
what do you think
worth?
is more important, the gesture or the gift? Like, what means more? When you do it, what means more? You going out and buying a gift, or a gesture of you set the house up, you run her bath water, you rose petals in the bath water, all that. The gesture itself, what do you think is more sentimental?
Both could have their weight, but then the one that would probably take more effort and more thought would be the gesture, depending on what it is. Because I could just order food and just have a movie ready. That could be the gesture, but versus somebody could have a really good gift.
Back to you, Vernon.
I think it's way more like with the more thoughtful process, the more high maintenance process. I think
high maintenance.
But what if the
What
gift?
an
No, but what if the
interesting
gift?
reference.
No, what I'm
What if
saying.
the gift was as thoughtful as where you got your wife?
That it's over.
What's more important, that or a gesture?
Important. What's more important?
What's more sentimental?
The
fucking important,
gesture,
'cause
the gesture.
Well,
A lot of times
gesture
these girls don't
and-
be that important.
Well, his gesture
Unless
with
they're
his
important.
gift, I think, was both thoughtful and a gesture in one, because he actually did take time and research something. So
Yeah, you also got to
I mean,
understand
that's
where
like
this is coming from.
I mean,
I'm not thoughtful. I'm an asshole.
yeah. Remember, you had your makeup bag. Like, this is what we're
Yo,
talking
I'm
to type
saying.
shit. Remember, like,
So this coming from
like,
me?
put the chain on the fucking door. Like, she's going to Starbucks for them. Like, so for this person to
Petty.
be like a super
Whatever.
grown-up gentleman and do
Grown
a
up.
grown-up gentleman and thoughtful.
All right, what do you?
Let's acknowledge that he's being a grown-up gentleman and being thoughtful. That's all I'm saying.
Grown up
I'm
gentleman.
trying to say you're not being petty in this moment in time. Take that.
Oh well, yeah, but
That's a compliment. I don't know why you don't see that.
Backhanded. First
Whatever.
of all, a gift doesn't corrupt his heart, right? So I understand what a compliment is, right? I think I'm a little bit.
With your high maintenance jazz. But
Yeah,
go ahead.
right. So that backhanded, you
It is what it is.
That's going up in the air.
Always,
Anyway,
at all times.
I feel like the gesture is just as important as the gift. The gift, who knows what the gift is for? The gesture and the gift become one at some point, because I just heard somebody say to me the other day that they would had to give a gift to make sure that I don't know, some shit about work and how they had to send a gift to their person at work so the other bitches at that work at that job know how much he loves her. So he was
So that's
communicating
like
that to the
gestures
entire
for the
office.
display for the people. That's
That's
not
what
even
I'm
for the person
saying.
that you're
Like,
intending
niggas
for.
already know what time it is. They be
But
like,
that
flowers.
is-
They be like, look, flowers, bitch, on Instagram and shit. And you're like, come on, son, don't overcomplicate this.
Yes,
for me. I'm talking about
It's a
basic human
competition.
needs and the psychology under it all. So, like, don't ever get it twisted and think that it's not about that. It's always about the mindset that goes into everything. So these displays are not just what everybody wants to pretend that they are. They have other roots. So, like, that peacock feather shit, that I be talking about, that's a display of that. Somebody like, look how much I love my bitch. That's not because he knows his chick wants him to think like that. So it's like a mind game. She's controlling the shit. She's like, look, nigga, I want flowers on Valentine's Day. That's how you know you had to treat me, depending on how deep you are in this girl's man journey. If you number 2, you get away with a lot of shit that number 30 may not get away with. Because then you got the defenses up and you like, nigga, society says, look, and I'm looking for this. So you got to be this first and that to connect with me. I see through it all.
Understood. So, taking Valentine's Day out of it because, I mean, it's over and done. Shout out to you salty girls who constantly posted online, oh, I don't need a man.
Man.
Well, not
you
even
girls are
those,
pathetic.
the ones
Just
that
stop.
go
So
to
you
like
saying there's a limit to this shit.
Oh,
Like, I'll
there
accept all the
is.
gifts, but putting myself on blast
No, it's
as
not
a part.
even. I'm not even a person to just accept.
Like you really
I don't want to accept a
fronting,
gift and give you, false hope. I'm not
So
going to
it's-
accept gifts like that.
So if it's just you accepting the gift off of the strength, but you're not even fully willing to get into what is the spirit of Valentine's Day in terms of societal standards.
Fuck the spirit
Nobody
of
told you to get
Valentine's Day.
nothing.
But that's what taught you what it was in the first
Come
place.
on.
I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna participate.
But
Or
you
at
don't,
least-
it's not if you
or-
can participate
or
or not. If you
or
don't have
at
a choice.
least meet in the middle and both admit it's bullshit. You
Who
feel
says
me?
that it's not bullshit? Nobody says it's
I'm
not
here to admit
bullshit.
it's bullshit, but
you want
I'm
the
not gonna
gifts.
hate on
No,
anyone
we're
else's
not
shine.
saying
Like,
that you want the gifts. We're saying that
Oh, yeah,
if you're
you want
in a
the gifts.
situation, you're playing the game. You're already playing the game, so play the game fully. If
What?
you're if
I
you're
changed the
playing
rule,
game,
baby.
listen.
I'm sorry.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Yo. But when you're playing the game, play the game all the way. If you're playing the game, and if you're not, then just observe and know that there's a game that is being played at all times, usually,
That was
and either
us.
you're opting to be in
Observing.
it or not. And I'm
The game
opted
being
to not
played.
be in it at this moment in time.
Okay. All
By
right.
personal choice.
All right.
the
All right?
competition at hand.
That's it.
Who gets the most shit? Who gets the biggest bouquet of flowers? Who gets the most chocolate? It's
love
a
it and hate it at the
fucking
same
rat
time.
race. Like, come on.
But not
Like,
even. It's so because this is the same dude that
It's
might
cute, though.
be,
it's cute though
who
because he's probably
knows?
cheating on
Like,
you.
and I don't even know your
Whatever.
screening
It's cute.
process. Like, is this like an official dude? Like, yo, there's so many layers to shit. Like,
Is this an official dude?
because seriously,
Like, he's not official. He's
because
not official.
yo,
He's not official.
or you're just
He's
one
official.
of 3 of his options type shit, and
I
she
got
don't
it.
know, or she don't know yet.
That's what chicks use to come up with the number of men that they tell people they slept with. They use the official dudes
Well,
and keep some of the not so official ones
I
back.
don't know about that.
Some of them
I think
don't.
basic math is basic math. So 1 + 1 to me
I'm
equals
just
2
saying
at all
in general.
times.
I'm sorry, not about you,
With
but
every,
just in general. I
remember
think
who
it's-
you're speaking with, though. So,
look, that's why I said not
alright,
about you.
so,
I understand.
okay.
Someone said.
Listen.
But
counting
here's
is
the,
counting.
I
don't care
want to
about-
admit the bullshit.
There's tons of bullshit out there, or it doesn't count because
It doesn't
Yo,
count because
there's no such thing. It fucking counts. If you did it, it fucking counts. But it's
I
the
agree.
truth.
All right, so let's
There's people that
let's sum
believe
up.
that.
Let's sum
Okay.
up this Valentine's.
All right, Valentine's
So-
Day. Thank God it's over. It's done.
Do we consider the exchange of just strictly sex a gift?
yes. Oh
No.
I'm sorry. I felt that a lot.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
I say yes.
No.
I'm trying to see when would I consider it a gift. Maybe if I put a woman on a pedestal or something like that, and I think like she's super elite, and I got the chance,
And you just got her to come over, and
and
y'all,
then
did you,
I
do you
can't
guys do
believe this
anything?
happened, then no, not even that.
What if-
I don't even think the woman that can make me think like that even exists.
What about her presence? Is her presence a present?
Time shared.
Is her presence a present?
It should be.
Time shared.
Considering the quality of the individual that you're interacting with, there's different, quality of
That's
people
true,
out
that's
there.
true.
There
and you,
are.
And you rate it yourself. That's how you know. You be like, this is a bullshit, but I'm gonna participate.
And-
Versus this is some real shit, and I'm definitely gonna participate.
Well, I pay attention to real shit. I don't play with fake shit,
All right, so
It's a fair exchange. I don't know if it's a gift.
staying along those lanes with the
exchange.
present being a present. So we've had these discussions, on and off here and there. So we want to ask you this, Ish, since you're our guest. You're seeing a woman, right? You're seeing a lady friend. How many times are you going to allow her to come to your house and y'all do nothing?
Or like a free pass type shit?
Like a free pass type shit.
Does it
How
matter?
many times?
Wait, I have a question. Does it matter if you guys have like done the dance already or not? Or
Let's use both
Like a
scenarios.
brand new chick.
okay.
She's a brand new chick. She keeps asking to come over, and she's not giving up the drawers. How many times are you gonna allow that to happen?
I don't like to waste my time.
But how do you know you're wasting your time? How do you know you're wasting
No,
your
you
time?
know what? I never even push it. Honestly, I don't
Okay.
push. Girls even get tired of me because I don't force it. Or
Okay.
you might not be interested. You know, they hit me with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not even the type to push it. But let's say that's what I was going after.
How many times
2.
does she have? 2? That was the magic number because this man here said 2 as well.
I said 2.
You
So is
said
it 2
So
plus
2.
or is it second visit?
Now what if it's someone
Second
you
visit. What if you mean like just second visit
Yeah.
or like
I'm
things
just
like
waiting my
visit, hanging out in between and then she visits again or just
we
like
didn't even think of it that way.
because if it's like
2
dates in
plus.
between and then second visit, then
That
yeah.
means then that's time and money wasted. If there's, she's hanging out with you at your house, nothing happens. You take her out, most likely you're paying, and then she's coming back to your house and she's still not giving it up.
What you
That's
come here
time.
for?
All right, well, not even that.
That is time
Yeah,
and
What
money
you come here
wasted.
for? Like, why you here right now? What you thought was about to happen? You thought that I was the one guy in the universe that doesn't want to be with you in that way?
Especially when you low key know.
You most likely did not assume that because you are smart because you're playing with me. You feel me? You're
Oh,
smart
no, they
because
don't.
you're playing with me. So I know you're playing with me. I'm gonna get a little mad if you start playing with me a little rough. I'm like, I just want to be with you. She's like, whoop, whoop. You like, it's like, okay, I still want to be with you. And it's like, and you like, oh shit. Doesn't
Yeah,
seem
you
like
definitely getting spun.
it doesn't
That-
seem
that's
like
what
I'm
we
getting
do.
the ass in this situation. Let me actually tell us, yo, what's up with you? Are you acting that way to me?
What if? And then she goes,
Don't
I
come
just
here.
came to see you. I just
No,
wanted
no,
to
no,
Don't
see
come
you.
here no
Not true.
more.
I missed you. I just wanted to see you.
I just wanted to hang out with you. Like, I miss my friend.
Don't come here no more. And once I set the barrier, don't come here no more, she gonna be like, but you gonna be like, don't come here no more unless. And then she gonna be like,
Unless
I brought you a gift. You feel me?
So then, hold on, so then are we
Legs
back to
open, I
now it's
brought
a
you a
gift?
gift.
Legs open, I brought you a gift.
So then
That's
now,
what I mean.
is it a gift or is it not a gift? Because a moment
I mean,
ago, it wasn't a
I'm
gift.
sorry to bring it back.
Well, I have no choice but to bring
Fair
it
Okay,
back.
well,
exchange.
we didn't
Fair
ask the other way
exchange.
around. If it's a chick that you've already,
Yeah, you've already done
Smash.
it. Like, all right, maybe, you did the dance. But
Y'all
now,
done the
you know what I'm
dance.
saying?
but
Here's the thing, it depends on how well y'all are dancing. Like if you go out and you hitting some dirty dancing shit versus you come out and you Beauty and the Beast, it's different frequencies, you feel me? So if y'all hitting the dirty dance, it might be boom, 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 and it's like, yo, you got that? And he's like, yo, you got that? So then the fair exchange becomes both of y'all getting something out of it. And then eventually somebody gets like, that's wonderful and all, but what else does it do? And then you like, either it does something else,
Yeah,
or
but
it's
what
like,
if
I'm gonna
you're-
look somewhere else.
are you gonna allow that to happen where you did the dance, you enjoyed the dance, and she's just coming over because she wants to see you?
Right. So if y'all are in that Beauty and the Beast, well, I may not be. Beauty and the Beast and Dirty Dancing might very well be the same type of metaphor. So I may be way off base. But what I'm trying to say is, if you are fucking like that, then I'm gonna expect it until I don't. Like sometimes you could come over and we could just Netflix. Sometimes you could come over and we could just talk and connect again. Because the further.
What do you mean sometimes? So now there's expectations?
All right, so then back to the questions, both of you. How many free passes? Is it still 2?
It's still 2. Because
Regardless of whether y'all had sex or not, it's
So
still
it's already
It's still
happened, so
2.
now she still
I'm
can't
sorry.
come over 2
If
more
it's
times.
somebody that I
without-
already have history with, I don't think
You already
like
have a
consistent
situation.
history with, like then does it need to happen every time?
Yeah.
No.
No, it doesn't. Sometimes we'll do other things. And sometimes when we be out trying to do other things, we might do that. You feel me? So it's like, oh,
Yeah.
all right, that's one time for the record books. So, you might go a few days in between that or a few weeks in between that. But sometimes it's...
But if the second time is like after 2 months of seeing you, then yeah, something gotta happen.
This is after she's at
about
the...
to go.
Hold on. So this is... Explain this to me.
Okay.
No, explain this to me, please. From your perspective, please explain this to me. We've heard from Ish, we've heard from myself. What are your views on the situation? I said 2. right? Is that unreasonable? What are the games that you guys like?
mean
Because y'all don't walk into these
Entertainment?
guys' house clueless. Y'all know what the man is expecting. Y'all already know what time it is. So we know y'all running game, and that's
I'll
why
go
we
first.
expect
Oh, now
something.
they gotta set it up
I'll go
like,
first.
what the fuck, Venus
I'll
and
go
Serena?
first. All right, so-
Tell me to chill.
Do you want us to answer it now?
I do.
All
I
right,
do.
so
I'm
I'm
waiting.
gonna say that
Wimbledon.
it depends on the interaction of the individuals. I'm gonna start there. It's gonna depend on if she's already decided that is it still at the if stage or is it at the when stage? Because we usually know that it's gonna happen. We just
That's why
don't
you
know
wait to come
when
through.
it's gonna happen. So once you've got past the if it's gonna happen, it's just now a matter of the setup and usually him not fucking it up because she's already made up her mind. Quite honestly. So I'm gonna be honest with you and say it's the win. So now we can jump into it and maybe get it out of the way and see, hey, is this even gonna be worth me spending any time investing it? Are we even compatible to dance? You know what I'm saying? Can you fucking dance with me? I'm saying whatever, it is what it is. Or do we wait and play the game and we'll set it up and we'll let some time pass and we'll pretend like, yeah, we don't really want to do it. You know, like I said, it's a matter of when, not if we're gonna do it.
I've
That's
never
my
seen
answer.
a lady go to a guy's house, and she was not at least, in her mind she knows he might get it.
It's,
Yo,
it's
fam,
like I said,
What
it's if
panties?
or when.
What
It's,
panties are you wearing?
it's a matter of
That-
if or when.
None.
It's up to you.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's
If you
up
come
to
over
you
to my
guys.
house
That's
with
what
no
they do.
panties on,
But that's the scenario. It's always
what?
if or when.
Hold
And-
on.
I don't wanna get
Let-
bothered
let-
by
let me get
Hold
my
on, wait.
response
I
now.
gave my answer. Is Kiki?
Now, we're gonna kind of flip the story a little bit.
Oh, now we gotta put the story.
Listen.
We don't get
We
this.
all
I
have-
had a situation where the guy, who I don't think we really liked each other at first. He would come over to my house and it was just conversation after conversation, and
Pause. How many times did he come over to your house?
honestly, for at least 4 times.
Why the fuck do you keep letting him come over? But I'm sorry. Go ahead. Keep
No
going.
sex at all.
And you
He
just
came
kept
over,
letting
he
him
came
come
over.
Was he doing shit while he was there for you? Like fixing shit? Anything you get out of it?
We in there.
All right, go ahead.
Because
Fuck.
that's exactly
I'm
where
saying, like, why you
into.
keep coming to my house for? Like, what are we doing here?
We just enjoyed each other. We
You
just
expect
enjoyed
that when
getting to
somebody
know
comes
each
over,
other.
right?
I'm just being honest.
Okay.
Listen, why else
We
would I have
just
you? I can do
enjoyed
most shit
getting to know each
myself.
other.
What the fuck is your purpose?
I
Sorry,
enjoyed his
good.
company. He enjoyed mine. I don't know what it was with us, but we did not have sex. And so the 5th time he
Wait,
comes
wait,
over,
no.
hold on.
Explain that though. Let's not move past that. She said we did not have sex. So now I would like to know what sex is if you judge it. She said we did not have sex. You just said that very specific as
So,
if
okay,
to apply
meaning
certain things, but not
nothing
others.
happened. No,
No
Okay.
kissing,
No giving up head.
no nothing. Nothing.
None of
no
that
interaction.
happened.
Panky.
just conversations. Exactly.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But then-
Sapiosexual
but
So
shit.
nothing
Okay.
happened.
Yeah, real sapiosexual shit.
Alright.
That's my lane. So
Nigga.
Okay.
it's all about the mental. It's all
Oh
about
my
the psyche.
God. Yeah, I understand that about you.
So, by the 5th time he came over, I had just moved into this apartment. So he's been there a few times, but the 5th time he came over, he decides to help me hang up my curtains. And he hung up the curtain. We did it for like, and I'm not talking about sex, I'm talking about the curtains right now. We were hanging up those curtains for like almost an hour. And just being there with him, it was just like, I'm ready. Now, this is the day I'm giving him some. It was the first time, and it happened after he did that male favor for me, that alpha male favor for me.
Yeah.
So sometimes it takes just that. I need to see how much of a man you are before you even get it.
When you put that alpha male energy out, you put her into her feminine state. And
Yes, because I've been told I'm super alpha female, and it's like when you can put me into my feminine state, it's like, you fixed my curtains. Oh my God.
And I feel like
Come
that's
here.
why when the ladies come over, they want to see you not mess it up and project that alpha male energy. And if they come over and you don't, that's when you get curved. You don't get it.
It's static. Yeah, because I think him coming over, I was seeing him too much as an equal based on our conversations, but him doing something that was something I couldn't do, ooh, it turned me on and I was ready. So sometimes it takes a simple gesture.
Simple gesture.
A simple gesture.
Was it a gift?
But isn't shit.
It wasn't a gift, but my curtains. I moved out and my curtains were still up. Like, I moved out of that place. Curtains still up there.
You mean you left the curtains there?
I left the curtains there. I left the memories.
You left his gesture.
I left his gesture.
Back wherever the fuck it came from. Okay, I see. Yeah, this is why I have no sympathy. Okay, because I
What do you
just
mean you have no sympathy?
because the way
No
you play
sympathy
the
for
game.
what? No sympathy for
The way
what?
you guys play the game is.
What do you mean, you guys? Who's you guys?
I'm referring to you, Kia, and you, Tara.
What do you mean? Continue.
The
your
way
statement.
you guys play the game is ruthless.
I don't agree.
So for
because
me,
we think. Why are we ruthless?
yeah,
Because
yeah,
we fucking
yeah,
think.
yeah.
I don't think
yeah.
that's ruthless.
When
I
you
think that's
too much,
intelligent.
it's
I think it's fucking
fine.
intelligent.
There's such
So
a,
if we were men,
did you know the
we're not
heart
fucking being
has brain
strategic.
tissues in it? You can think
Yeah.
from your brain and you can think
Yeah.
from your heart.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay. And I
some
like
of
to
us
think
play
from
the
both.
game.
Go
Ooh,
ahead.
do you now?
Yes, I do.
You think from the heart.
I think
When
from
you
both.
cutting up these young boys' minds.
I don't cut up anyone's mind. I simply.
I
I don't
say
think she's
young
young
boys.
boys'
I say
mind.
young
I
boys
certainly don't fuck with young
subjectively.
She
boys.
like them grown.
I
would
say
never
young
play with
boys
little boys.
subjectively.
I don't play with kids. Yeah.
That's not what I meant.
All right, so let's just be clear here.
I meant because you have an
uh-huh.
advantage in the game, like someone who's
You called
not.
you old.
No, there's
I
certain
didn't
type of
call
shit
you.
is not to
Yo,
say, yo.
chill.
You have an advantage
You know
in
what
the
I'm
game.
saying? I have
Ooh,
intelligence
oh.
working for me.
I didn't call her old. I'm sorry.
Backpedal.
Yes,
Backpedal.
Yo, I said that.
Backpedal.
I said that.
Mm-hmm.
You be chopping up these young boys.
I don't. I
meant that.
disagree. But go ahead.
I meant that in reference to your skillsmanship in the game. Like if you play in the game, it doesn't matter how old someone is. That's why you test them mentally. And then when you get there, you like, oh, who am I sparring with right now? And when you recognize that, it's like, oh, I let my guard down, or it's like I gotta keep my guard up, and you understand that intuitively. So you guys play the game ruthlessly. That's all I said. So
I think
it
we
allows.
play intelligently.
it allows-
I think you should use a different adjective to.
I
describe
play to
it.
where my feelings
That sounds
are.
What's
like
wrong
it has
with
a negative
ruthless?
because it sounds like a negative connotation.
Oh,
To me,
God,
I
love
think it's
ruthless.
Listen,
Sorry.
I don't have a problem with being ruthless, but I think it still sounds negative the way that you are presenting it. That's
Well,
all.
not even that I'm ruthless, but just when you see it, the characteristic in people, it's just like, that's a ruthless, you know what I'm saying? No? Like Mike Tyson type shit?
I think it's intelligent. I think it's smart. I think it is a great
Well,
defense.
It might be.
I think it's all of
super
these
smart.
things. All right. I think more people should be that way.
Right.
But if they're foolish enough to not be, that's their
man.
business.
Imagine if everybody was that way. If everyone
Yo, the
played
world would be so much more interesting at a better
Interesting.
situation.
Mm.
Yes.
It's
Who doesn't like a
chaotic.
good mental spar?
Chaos.
Who doesn't like that? Like that's the whole like you can do anything else all the time. But
A lot of people
rare.
don't. That's why ignorance is bliss.
But
Right,
you know,
like, and like
you're
this,
supposed to
we was
stay away
talking
from
about this
ignorance.
earlier though. Like, not everybody vibrates at the same frequency. So at a certain point, you can be held fully responsible for this. Just like if a young driver gets into an accident and an older driver gets into an accident, just in terms of driving record, like it's different. You look at the situations differently. You like, this nigga is young, he don't know what he's doing, versus someone who's been driving for a long time, who you don't expect it to happen for.
It's a
I'm
decent
bugging.
way to put it.
Yeah.
Stupid
I try to be
shit.
decent, you know.
Did anybody get any hit ups from? I know we're going back to Valentine's Day, but anyone
Can't
get any
like
leave
hit ups from the
Valentine's
ex?
Day, huh? Just say that
What was the question?
You got any
Kiki?
hit ups from the ex?
We might have had some
Say the
hellos.
X
You
makes the
know.
sex spec. It's like, good luck. Let me hit you from your.
All right, so is it spookier hearing from your ex on Valentine's Day or like nothing when it's not
No,
Valentine's
it's
Day?
very comical. It's like, you
Yeah.
really on all days.
Like, you know better. I'm just saying, like, because
What?
if it's an
Whoa.
ex, they should listen to my statement before you say, whoa, all right? Now, all I'm going to say is that if it's an ex and they know us, and I'm referring to us as in Kiki's personality and my personality, we're a certain type of
Oh,
women.
well, you said once you've
because
been
you're
through.
saying an ex. No. I'm saying if you're referring to one of our exes, they should know how to come at
Let me
us.
tell you what she's saying. She's
Shut
saying.
up. I'm talking. Can I say what
Hold
I'm
on.
saying? No. I need you to clarify my shit. I'm saying my shit.
She's saying what
If
you
we're,
been.
listen,
Alright.
if you're referring to one of our exes, because we only have specific types of exes, listen, they should know how to fucking present us or
Okay.
come at us because they are our exes and they're our ex and they had an intimate type of knowledge or access to us at a time in life. So, you should know better than how to fucking come at me.
The
And
way-
don't come at me on the worst day of the
wait,
year
here's
when
what she's
every
saying.
fucking body's
Here's
doing
what she's
fuck
saying.
shit. Are you kidding me?
She's saying you already been through this level, nigga. You know how ragged it gets, yo. Are you different or are you the same? And he's like, I'm the same.
Popping up on
And
the
then he goes
popping up on the
away.
stage, showing the same old shit. It's showing the same old shit. It's like you're being a clown right now.
He
Stop it.
says, but no, but
Come
seriously,
on, you
think
know
about
better.
it.
Listen, that's
No,
the
I'm
worst.
telling, yo, he's
And,
he's
yo.
like, she's like, is it different or is it the same, nigga? And he's like, it's the same. And then he walks away with his head down.
You're
Versus some other nigga who's like, and she's like, is it different or is it the same? And he's like, it's way different. And she's like, get out of here. But I'll keep it.
But I don't understand why they even
And she
they
keeps
know
the number.
they know someone else is already in there. Like I'm pretty sure when the exes hit you
Oh.
up, they know someone is already in.
Or they're
those
fishing around to
drawers.
find out. I think
They
they
already
definitely
know.
fish around. They may wonder, but they're trying to see, yo, is there some opportunity for me? And if she's available, then there might be opportunity because sometimes some of us
Some of them don't care.
some of
though.
us get super susceptible because they give in to the masses and they feel like they need a warm body next to them. Versus being
Warm
selective
bodies.
and just wanting to have the right type of body next to you. So it depends on who it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but if you know someone is already here in it, why are you even in my messages?
Okay. Hold on, that reminds me. All right, so
Because like you said, some just don't care.
some are crazy and they really don't care. But I'm gonna tell
And
you
some
how
are
much.
crazy
Stop!
and
I
they
gotta
really
tell
don't
you.
care.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you a story.
Oh.
One of my everyday
Story time.
people.
Story
No.
time.
Yo, she told me the craziest story. Yo, I've known this lady like, yo, we don't talk like this. But I've known her like forever, like ever. All right, so anyway, everyday people, right? Yo. All right, hold on. Let me just get my composure because I just want to tell it right, but I don't want to like disclose her shit. All right, so she's got 3+ kids. She's like going through a divorce. I'll say they were married for like 15+ years. All right, so old boy is gonna be the ex-husband in the process. Okay, when I say old boy, we're talking about the ex-husband. Okay.
Okay.
All right, in process because it's a pending divorce and shit. It's not finalized. So.
Okay.
Old boy, right? One of the 3+ kids was with him for like, let's say the weekend, we'll say, and she was out chilling, having her equal space as a parent. Listen, I can be a human being inside.
Yeah.
She was out doing that. So the little kid had her like iPad to communicate with her, if this makes sense, right? You know, I want to stay in touch with my youngin and my offspring. So, yo, why old boy broke into the fucking iPad, started reading her messages. Oh my God! And she's a grown ass fucking woman. She's minding her business, yo.
Scarred.
We're gonna just say these were like some explicit type fucking messages, and yo, he read them all. He had the audacity to
Explicit messages about what? Like between her and someone?
her and her, I'll say, person of interest, for a lack of a better way of explaining it. Exactly.
New dude.
New dude.
That
Listen,
sounds like a new dude
Bro,
situation.
why
we're
would
gonna
you
say
even
she's entitled
do
to it
that?
because I know the behind situations, but they're entitled to some happiness and peace in life. It is what it is. So anyway,
New dude.
new dude and her popping off about all types of freaky shit, you know, like new people do, you know,
Okay.
like, and he's grown. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yo! He read these messages, but then it gets worse. Oh my God. All right, so
Pictures.
Oh my God.
it wasn't pictures,
Oh.
but details, you know, like, yo, vivid detailed graphic messages of whatever they're gonna do to each other. It's their shit, you know, they're grown. So anyway,
Her and new dude.
Oh
her
my
new dude,
God.
but it is, yo, so he asked her about this
Oh.
shit. Yo, he asked her. And because of the point and the anger and the rage that she was at, yo, she's like, yeah, and so what?
No good.
No.
What? Yo, so it gets worse. All right, so.
So wait a
It's
minute.
worse
Wait,
than this.
it gets
So
worse.
wait a minute. This is during the process of the divorce?
This is an ongoing thing. There's still, this is like, yo,
Oh, shit.
I want to say between holidays and now. This is like current shit.
Okay.
All right, so after he sees all this freaky deaky shit and whatever the fuck she's doing with new dude, old boy super plays himself and climbs in the bed with her.
I already see this going
Hold on,
on.
all right. He climbs in the bed with her and proceeds to, let's just say, go down on her type shit. And
To
she's
eat that pussy.
pretty much,
And she's not
and
impressed?
she's gonna, who the fuck's gonna say no to that? I mean,
Oh,
I'm being
okay,
honest,
okay.
like, she's just like, I know I'm not gonna do anything with this dude, but you know, and this is her old boy. Needless to say, after he does that, what makes it worse is that he couldn't even get hard to complete it, but she wasn't gonna complete it, yo. But how do you read some
That
shit?
sounds like a blessing, actually.
Go to
That's
want
a
to
blessing.
do that shit, and then you can't even complete that shit. It was just so many layers of weird.
If she ain't want to fuck, that's
I
a blessing.
said,
You
Yo.
see, this is that
And like I said, yo,
some chicks,
I was speechless,
boy,
and I was so speechless. I said, yo, Kiki, yo, I gotta tell you this shit.
Yo, that's bananas.
Yo.
Like,
Him-
imagine.
I just heard this in like the last like 7 days, yo. Lex.
Oh shit.
Yo, it's like so current.
This young
is
young man or
fresh.
old man is still hurting to this day.
Listen,
That's-
trying to eat the hurt.
that's a
old
ruse.
boy
He
is-
was like,
no.
ego.
Listen, what you say, old boy?
And she was like,
I don't
"Yeah."
feel bad for
Pop.
because of private knowledge that I can't disclose. But anyway, this was the situation. Who breaks into their kid's shit anyway, finds their shit, who asks about the shit, who then gets turned on enough to do this shit, but then you can't even complete the mission type shit. Oh, I just think there's so many craziness to that.
Yeah.
But yo, that's just, what I heard this week. I don't know about y'all.
Yo.
Y'all everyday people.
Yeah, that's.
Tell your AD.
Yo, what can I say, yo?
When it's like, nigga, someone else is in here.
Yo, what is wrong with you? Seriously.
Why are you trying to come in this room?
Like,
you know somebody else is in
seriously,
this
like,
room butt naked.
Is that like some machismo shit where you guys feel like, yo, nah, it's still mine type shit? Like, what the fuck?
First
What?
of
You
all-
I
know
can't
somebody
even get
in
to the
here butt
mentality
naked.
behind
Why you
that.
in this room?
If
Mhm.
like you would have to know in advance. So maybe he thought what he had done in the past was that real, but if what he had done in the past was that real,
Mhm.
then he probably was setting himself up for failure from jump. She was looking for this to happen, and she knew that when he was at his weakest, she was like, "Come here, old boy. I see you with all that ego. Come here, let me fucking cook you up, spit you
I'm
out."
not necessarily gonna say it's that.
What?
Like I said, I know the layers behind it. This is just.
Niggas got a point.
Yeah,
But did she?
yeah.
All right, my fault. Did she tell him this?
Did she tell him what?
Like, did she communicate this to him? Like, nigga, that shit was whack. And
What was whack?
because you said he climbed into bed with her.
Yeah, he climbed to her bed after reading her shit of what she's doing with new dude.
Right. So
What the
did
fuck
he
is wrong
try
with
to
him?
do what
Some
new
beta.
dude did?
No, I don't know
That's
what he
some
just
super
did.
beta
What she
omega
told me he
shit.
did.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
No.
No, there's no. No.
But
Yo, like, seriously. Oh my gosh. Like, I just think it gets bad when a guy is like asking you to
it's
just
too much.
be present and not be present. Like, they want it so bad where just be here, just lay still. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, chill.
Get the
That's
fuck out of
don't
here.
do
Like,
it.
But
no.
you think we turning that shit down? No.
Well, you're talking about. I'm just talking
I
about.
try not to
No.
dance when I'm drunk. You feel me? Like, I
No.
try not to. You be in the vortex like this, like fuck it.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, it's never the same. She come out like, nah, fuck it, nigga. This is a really bad one. I don't know if we can sleep
Wild
together for a
story.
while.
Oh, goodness.
See, you can't do that. Sometimes when you know it's about to end, maybe you can feel like, fuck it, I don't care about this. And
So is it because it's about to end? Maybe you guys sometimes will do anything to hold on, kind of like desperation
right.
type shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's sad. I mean, I
It's
guess it's
sad.
understandable, but it
So was
is
that his
still
wild
sad.
card or something? Like his last final move to make?
I don't
it?
know what I have no idea what the logic
He
behind
might
that
have just
action
been
was.
doing it to do it. Like you said, to
It
hold
makes no
on in
sense,
a real
but-
weird way. Like,
But
Are his skills that impressive?
I don't fucking know.
Did
But
you ask?
no, clearly
No, you
she
gotta
wasn't
ask.
too impressed. If she knew
But
she
you
wasn't
don't
gonna
ask
finish.
these
hold on.
questions.
First of all,
No.
you know she had this thought
If
process.
he was that impressive, she would have known that if I let him do this, we're gonna do that.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, if he was that impressive, so clearly, if you can still get shut down after that,
That's
there's
why you
there's
gotta
a there's
play
a
the
layer
game
of
of
not that
fear.
impressive behind it.
You're not supposed to go when you at your weakest. You're supposed to go when like you still got some power left.
Yeah, well,
No.
you know.
I just these mind
Well,
games.
kudos to her for not giving up the body.
Oh,
For taking that head and
he's a mess.
Well,
dismissing.
I'm bugging. You know what? I'm thinking that he tried to do what new dude did, and he just couldn't perform up to the standard. You said
No,
what
he tried to
actually
remind
happened
her
is
what
he
he
just-
didn't
boy
get
done.
hard at all.
No,
Okay,
it was
right.
some weirdo,
Totally different
like,
scenario versus
desperate
what I was
type.
He
actually
didn't get
thinking.
turned on.
No, he.
I
Yeah,
don't-
right.
I mean,
he didn't get
clearly
turned on.
something not
But
enough.
it's such an intelligent way to put it.
Not
he
enough.
didn't get turned on.
That's why he couldn't get it up.
That's why he couldn't get it
I
up.
guess.
So why?
So it's not necessarily.
Why do it? Why put yourself like why
That's the
walk
point.
into the dance or walk into the situation if you know what you're mentally
That's
not
the
there?
point. I'm
I
looking
have
for
no.
the height.
I mean, I don't know why guys do things. I'm not a guy. You guys let us know. We don't know.
Whoa. It's
Whoa,
the
whoa,
masculine
whoa.
energy, and you play the game because you understand an aspect of it. Don't cop out and be like, I don't understand guys.
Listen, I'm
You're
not.
being
I
very
never
selective.
come out.
You're being selective.
I'm
you
not
understand
copying
guys,
anything.
so you.
I
maybe-
do understand men, intelligent
Ooh.
men. I don't understand foolish, childish little beings. That I don't understand. Okay, there's a difference.
Oh, excuse me.
Sorry, and that's why I wouldn't entertain certain things because it's like
Maybe he thought that she was gonna return the favor to get him up.
I don't know.
Oh, that's
That was so
But-
good. My
that shit is a
turn.
dub. Let me tell you
Eh.
that from now.
No thanks.
That's-
wait.
that comes-
No thanks. I'll pass.
that's okay.
No, that's
No,
okay.
that's okay.
No, that's okay.
Oh, you gave me head and no, that's okay.
No,
oh,
that's
you want
okay.
me to,
Good
No,
night.
that's okay.
You have a good night. You have a good night.
Have a
Oh,
good
no.
night.
Have a good night.
I'm
Get home safe.
Yeah. Text me. I'm going to bed. I
I'm
gotta
a
get
Leo. Like that I take
You're
that
a Leo?
personally.
All right, you can
that's
be a
like
Leo.
cutting off
Well,
a piece
I'm
of my
Sag,
fur.
and
That's
she-
like
okay.
that's like
Ish, what's your
snip-
sign? What are you?
Yeah.
Virgo.
You
a Virgo. Okay. Also some crazy
Virgo
I don't know
men-
what that's supposed to mean, but
No, Virgo men can be
okay.
passive, but still a little crazy at the same time. Y'all crazy is not like in your face. It's like
Is it like you
Right,
crazy?
it's like
Hey, have
they
you guys
try to-
been watching you?
it's-
I watch
I
it.
love Virgos. I love
No.
Virgos,
I
though.
watched that crazy
Honestly,
shit on Netflix.
It's
You,
strategic.
The stalker shit that y'all told me to watch.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
Bro, I know what, yo, that shit.
is that what you compare it to Virgos? I know
No,
I'm not a stalker.
Well, she said crazy, and then that popped into my brain because that was so
strategic crazy. So y'all
This
would
was
be,
strategic crazy.
yeah,
yo.
y'all
This-
would be perfect
Yo, I'm
stalkers.
serious,
but
yo.
in
This
the
dude
most
was
humble
like
way.
calculating. It was crazy. It was really bad, yo. He's in her house. He like stole her shit. She found the bots. Yo, it was. You guys just watch it. I don't
Oh, you
know.
mean like stealing a makeup bag?
Yo, worse. No.
No, not your petty ass.
Yeah, not petty.
Hey,
He was like.
I
doing
love her,
crazy.
so I'm not diabolical.
No,
but yeah,
he
niggas
like-
can get diabolical.
Yeah, yo,
you gotta
it's-
take some time and plan it out. So you have to be willing to give enough of a fuck to do so. But if a nigga is stalking you,
Yo,
applaud him.
come on. We don't like stalkers. We like gestures, but not stalkers.
Cause nigga, it ain't gonna be
I
me.
thought I heard you wrong.
So, all right, so
You like
what's the
stalking.
thin line?
we don't like kids. No,
Hear me
no.
out. What's the thin line between shit being
Oh, the thin line between like
flattery
Did we unpack this already? I
frightening?
feel like
No, we didn't.
I feel
No, we
like
didn't.
Oh,
we
shit.
didn't unpack this.
No, we didn't.
All right.
All right, so here we go.
All right.
Because we just walked right into it,
We
okay?
certainly did.
When does the flattery turn into frightening?
I
Because
think it varies.
some guys,
If he's not hot enough. Because
That's exactly what she's saying before she even says it. That before they even
Because-
say
How
it.
about we speak and our words come out and we
Because
let
if
these
me
words come out so
and
we
pick a
can hear
celebrity-
what we're
It
saying.
don't take
If
that
me-
long.
Nah, it does.
me and LeBron.
You communicated that feeling in light speed. She said, ha 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 ha, as if I remember that stalker who had the best D ever. You feel me? Like, it be like that, okay?
no, but that's not what I'm
That's not what we're
asking.
And then
talking
if
about
it's
right now.
not-
Listen,
Oh,
can
We're
we say
talking about
Okay.
the flattery. What's the thin line between the good gestures becoming more stalkerish? Flattery, when does it turn to being frightening?
And that's based on, okay, I'm not going to say every girl
Mm-hmm.
looks at looks or whatever, but whatever it is that you put value to, status, money, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, I'm just going to go with looks because that's simple.
That's the part of looks.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Overweight dude, sloppy, whatever is unattractive to the person. Let's just say, and then ripped up celebrity, fit, super dude. They could both say the same thing to the girl.
And then when
This guy, this
guy's corny.
Yeah, this is corny dude. And then the celebrity will say the same thing. Yo,
Okay.
you know, he hit me up and said this. Oh my God.
I'm gonna say two answers to that.
Wait,
but
wait,
It
let
depends
Kiki
on
go
where you
first.
are
I'm gonna let Kiki go
because
first.
the Dominican
Yo,
girls
let-
like fat niggas.
let
Okay,
me-
I'm telling you
hold on,
that
hold on,
now
hold on.
because they look at them as
Oh,
wealthy.
shit.
Whether it be
my man, I don't know
Dominican
about
women,
that one. They
island
never like
women.
me.
No. Big men are treasured somewhere. We love big men. They're treasured, but they are definitely treasured
It's deep psychological
somewhere.
programming. You're right. It's
Yeah.
deep psychological programming.
because the big man looks wealthy. Like
Back in
he eats
the
a lot
day.
because he has a
Yeah,
lot of
back
money.
in the-
He can care
Africa,
for
yeah.
himself.
Back in the
yeah.
day,
So
the
you see-
king was fat. The king ate, nigga. Y'all in the street starving, or we're in the street starving. The kings, they was like, yum, 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 I'm getting fat. They could afford to fucking get that way. I'm just, I'm taking it there.
I thought it was
It
more.
varies from woman to woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, bet.
So it's not the same. I'm not going to necessarily go for the ripped guy or the fat one. It varies from woman to woman. But
Yeah.
the majority, if you're talking these bitches out here, ain't no fat nigga.
DM trick,
Yeah,
right?
generally speaking, yeah.
I want somebody to try this DM trick out because
How about you try it? And tell us
no,
about
no, I'm good on that. You feel me?
The
No.
wife might get mad.
The
That's
wife
like
might
the
get
thing.
mad.
No,
Nigga,
I
first
mean,
of all,
come
I'm
on.
feeling so
You know, happy life, happy wife.
happy wife, right? But
Happy girl, happy world. How about that?
okay, that's a vibe. You know the vibe.
Happy girl, happy world.
Look, let me tell you about this DM trick that I seen. Somebody took a screenshot of it and they laughed. So that's how I know it worked, right? So the nigga put a basketball emoji and put 3 dots like ellipses. He was like, do. And he said, my basketball rolled into your DMs. Can you pass it to me?
I'd have been like blocked.
That's it, right. That's one of the things that it
Sure.
depends on who says it.
I don't think it depends on who
Ish's
says
point.
it. I think it depends on the individual susceptibility that receives
But
the
when does
message.
it turn into
Try that
fighting?
for me and tell me if that works.
It's both factors.
Come
If it
on.
works, help me shut them down. They
No,
say
it's
that
not
shit like
gonna-
that is
no,
not
it's
gonna
not
work.
gonna-
I feel
Listen,
like shit like that is gonna
absolutely
work.
not. If you send me a
'Cause
fucking basketball,
the
some
chick
dots,
screenshot
you're
it,
gonna
it
be
working.
blocked. I know some. It depends on the individual. If they're
Oh, it
susceptible,
always depends on the
yes,
individual.
because
I'm
there's a
talking
lot
about
of
what we saying
foolish
right
ones
now.
out there, and they unfortunately are the majority.
Oh, they're foolish
they're
now.
super foolish.
They don't want to
I
play
never
all
said
them
that they weren't
games
foolish.
to get the box. Like some niggas just want to throw a basketball emoji in the DM,
Hold
and
on,
you be
they
like,
didn't-
"Oh,
whoa,
I
whoa,
get
whoa.
it. Let's fuck." You feel me? Some niggas want to do that, and some bitches are with that. That's why that frequency exists. You just
And there's tons
ascended
of
so high
classes of
above
people
it
out there.
to
Yes,
where you like,
absolutely.
fools.
That's
How
why-
dare you
that's-
play in DMs?
Yep, that's
Yeah.
whatever.
You said that last
Absolutely,
Go ahead,
that's
I guess
right.
you
Get the
laughed.
fuck out of here.
Ursula.
Listen, no, fuck Ursula. How about standards?
Right,
How about
yeah,
some
yeah.
fucking class? How about a fucking mind? How about
That means
those
those people
things?
lack that.
That's what
Yes,
I'm saying,
if a
bro.
fucking basketball slides in your shit and that shit makes you open your fucking leg, then you are a nitwit, and I'm so sorry. I fucking feel that way. I'm sorry because you
Because
can't
it's-
think.
I don't think it's 'cause of the
but yes,
basketball.
it
That was
is-
just his
whatever.
opening.
No.
That was
Whatever.
his opening.
Whatever
That's what it
clueless,
was.
mindless gesture got your fucking pussy wet to fuck this random dude, then you're a fucking nitwit, and I feel that way. But guess what? There's tons of them out there having the time. There's quality, and then there's not. Because that same one that's fucking you that simply is fucking 10 others. So whatever you're fucking getting from this one, you're getting from all of them. So have fun playing with your team.
She said this nigga play
That's what I'm
basketball
saying.
every day.
Yo!
Nigga got
always-
12 balls in the court.
Are
Like,
you kidding me?
one to you, pass to you, pass to
that
you.
is so not genuine. That how many other people is he sliding this shit to?
Just like how many other people can you say just hello to? Does the opening really
Exactly,
matter?
but it matters because guess what? I don't want anyone that I'm saying hello to be fucking saying hello to everyone else.
Yeah, but
No.
all right, so
Listen.
we can just
So how
confirm.
should they slide in the
we
DM?
confirm
Slide
that
in
you're
what
not a
should
And
they
don't
say?
fucking slide a
Fine.
DM for me because you're never gonna get me that way, you fucking idiot. I'm not on there like that.
All right, she's
That's
old
the
school.
last way
Can we
ever.
can we call
So,
that behavior?
It's
Oh,
not
we got-
old school. How
What is
about
this?
that's just not a way that ever is gonna
Yo,
get you on my
Tara,
radar.
wait.
This
So
is how
people get-
people play the game. Kia,
Some
do you
people,
agree
I
with
think
Tara?
some people play. She doesn't have to agree with me because
No, I
Kia
mean,
gets
I just-
to be
but
Kia.
I wanna
but
hear
I get to
from
be
Kia.
me.
I'm gonna tell you. Okay.
We can have different strategies, but
Oh.
that's just not
Yes,
the shit that's
it's
gonna
now
work for me.
I'm a millennial type of person, so
Ha!
Whatever.
Ha!
Whatever.
We got a teammate.
We do
You
things.
be like,
do
wanna
things
play
different.
ball? She loving basketball.
No,
shit.
I'm gonna block that shot
The
because
fuck outta
that's
here,
just
yo.
corny.
No, I understand why
But-
it's corny, but I'm just saying it was the
It might
opening.
make
But
me
what
go,
followed after that?
Right.
I might
Yeah,
go,
you don't know
oh,
what
LOL.
conversation after that. That was just his opening.
That's the LOL. That's
I don't
worthy
like
of an
openings like that.
LOL.
That's not a good
Listen,
enough
hear me
opening
out,
for
hear
me.
me out.
That's-
I'll go
That doesn't
LOL.
get me interested.
That's why I was like,
that's gonna
because
be-
somebody responded to a certain opening, they don't have a
That's
brain.
gonna make me dismiss it. Well, that's just not gonna catch my interest.
Just say
to get
it's
me
not
to
interesting
interact.
to you, but you can't label the people say they don't have a brain because they responded to a
I
certain
think that,
opening.
yeah, because certain things are foolish, and if you interact and engage in
She said
foolishness,
you're a
then
nitwit.
If you're a
foolish.
playful person, you're and
You can
maybe
be playful. Playful's not
and
foolish.
maybe you know
because
this is corny.
there's nothing genuine, or it's you're rolling a fucking basketball. Dot.
So what is a genuine opening?
I don't know. Not that shit.
You, but you
And
don't
I'll
know
bring
what
it back
genuine
to
is, so how can you know the
myself. Here we
opposite?
go.
Hold on.
Okay.
Here we go.
Because that's so ungenuine.
So what's
disgenuine
genuine?
or whatever.
Hold on.
She don't know nothing about nobody
I don't know,
sliding
baby.
her
What's
Yeah,
genuine?
okay.
Because you gotta know the opposite to know the
Okay,
other.
Let me
hold
speak
on.
for it.
All right, go ahead.
Wait a minute
please.
for the Kiki on this one.
You slide. I seen one where the guy had a dog walk into the
I never
DM.
seen this before, by the way,
Yeah.
Walk the dog.
Walk the dog into the DM and was like, oh, he keeps going into other people's
Oh my
yard.
yo-yo people.
And then the girl responded, oh, you have such a cute dog. I was like, if this ain't some bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? That's how
But-
it goes.
Honestly, you probably
No,
get more
people really
honey
do
just
this, though?
going.
No,
I
honestly.
guess.
I
You
feel
look
like the
good,
middle
though.
child. No, people really do this. But
Really?
yeah, but you know why people really do this? Because people really respond. That's what I'm saying. The frequency that these people be on, it just be at the same thing. Maybe they're gonna meet. They gonna involve each other. They'll meet again. How you know he ain't found his ride or die chick? You know, I'm just saying like. It exists, like that shit works. Basketball in the DM, that could have started. That could start a marriage.
Listen,
nigga.
back
Whatever.
to
That
the
could start a
question at hand.
marriage.
Frightening
Yeah.
or I'm sorry, flattery or
Oh,
frightening.
shit. Back
I
to
got a
that.
perfect example.
What's that?
when you're at your workplace, we're not talking about our everyday place, but when you're at your workplace, it's sexual harassment if you're not attracted to the person. If you're attracted to the person, him calling you sexy every day is not a crime.
Oh yeah.
Think about it.
Oh, yeah.
It might not be one.
But if you're not attracted to him,
but it's not.
I'm going to HR. This is getting uncomfortable. I don't feel comfortable.
Are you saying that's right, or you just explaining something?
No, I'm telling you.
I'm uncomfortable.
There's a difference.
HR,
That
please.
shit will be frightening. So that's one of the examples of flattery versus frightening. You could be at the same job and you have one guy calling you sexy all the time and you're attracted to him, but let the ugly motherfucker with the hoopty call you, hey sexy. I'm going to HR.
You know what?
I'm going to fucking HR.
That's a good
HR.
measure of sexy. That's
HR.
a wonderful measure of sexy, Kia.
HR.
Like, I oftentimes do that just to test it out. You know, like the wild shit people let you say and get away with depends on how much they like you and what could it be about. Like if someone doesn't know you that much and they just see you and they're like, yo, you cute, so I might let you say some things to me that I wouldn't let you say.
That's why you're supposed to act stush at all times, so you don't have to fucking entertain that bullshit.
Nah, I say that shit anyway, and let's see what happens. Because guess what? That's
an awesome.
Stush is an act.
It's such
but
a
if I hit you with
defense.
some shit,
Nah.
and then you like, what?
Nah,
Nigga,
that's
what you
okay.
say? You'll respond back, and then I know it's game on. Because if you respond back in a way that's like too aggressive,
okay.
All right,
no,
so look
okay.
at it as the same chick. When does her flattery become frightening?
when you start mentioning my other chicks, for me, don't mention none of my other chicks. Don't mention none of my other chicks. Just don't do it. There's no need. Now you a little crazy. You can't be looking into my files. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, really? So they look into your files and that makes them crazy.
Well, maybe.
The act of
The
looking.
pre-files, I guess, back in the day when you had files and shit, we'll say.
What about you,
Yeah.
Ish?
I'm trying to think what's overwhelming. For
Yeah,
me.
what's overwhelming?
FaceTime.
FaceTime is
Oh my
overwhelming.
God.
FaceTime is over.
Why is that overwhelming?
It's over 9,000.
Like, I don't
You
wanna
looking
look
at the
you.
person when you trying to be alone? Like, are you kidding me? Ring, 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 ring. Oh, fuck.
Sometimes
What
I
if
can
they're,
be
This nigga might see me.
what if
I have
they're
to hold
trying
my
to
phone
connect
away.
with you because you're not able to be present?
No, they're trying to be
in the
nosy.
physical-
I need to see your surroundings. Answer this FaceTime.
What
They
if
looking
it's
at the
not that?
background.
What if it's not about the background? What
No,
if it's about
that's what
genuine,
it's about.
alright.
That's what it's about, the background.
So someone's FaceTiming you is only because they're trying to.
You gotta hold it this close, like
Really?
this close.
You be like,
Wow.
yo. They be like, let me see what's behind you. You be like, nah, it's
So
good.
FaceTime is about.
Are we talking in
spying.
terms of like compliments or like this flattery creepy?
Okay, so her FaceTiming you once a week. Oh, that's flattering. She's checking up on me. Her FaceTiming you every
Like,
fucking
every time she
hour.
wants to contact me as a FaceTime, this is too much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This
It's
is too much?
Yeah.
Here's the
It's
thing.
too much. It's too much.
You know what? We say that, but and I'm glad. Like I'm not even in that. Like the millennial type of love, I fell in love like before the millennial age took over. So I feel like I was safe from that. Even though I be looking at wifey on Instagram like, oh come on, like get free. It's nothing. Shit, like with all the dopamine shit, just to talk about it as far as an addiction. So something like FaceTiming, I wouldn't want to do it because I get addicted to it. Like if I have someone that I actually like seeing, I'm gonna like that's like a new standard. So if you FaceTime with one person,
Yeah.
if you ever have a relationship through FaceTime where you like FaceTiming all the time, then I feel like your next relationship will probably be the same way.
Oh my God!
Until
Remember
it
when
gets to the
Uvu
point
was
where the
out?
person's
Do
always
you remember
around.
Uvu?
Yeah, I remember that. I mean, I was never on it, but
I never got involved.
Do you
I
remember
just-
Uvu?
I
Oh
looked
my
from
God!
afar.
that was too much for even at that time. It was
That
too
was
much.
too
for me.
much.
Like, just
That was
always
way
Like
too
what you mean
much.
all of y'all is here? remember the party line back in the day where like we had 8 people on the phone, you go like, yo, what, hit me on this line.
And honestly, the only way you really enjoy that is face to face. Honestly, that's when you.
Yeah, I
really,
don't want to see
That's what
you
you're really
unless I
longing for.
Yeah.
That's what that whole
Yeah.
thing is supposed to be a
Oh,
substitute for.
And there's
Baby,
no real
love
substitute
me,
for
love.
it.
No, for in
None.
person.
So for me, it just gets. I don't know. Part of it is fake. Part
Is
of
it
it
like,
annoying.
It's a fact.
The fact
Yeah.
that you're not comfortable like communicating in that forum type,
You know, I have a problem with communicating in general. I don't talk too much.
Okay.
So
Is that a guy thing? Because you guys don't really
Whoa,
express
whoa,
yourself.
whoa.
I'm asking you questions.
that used to be my
I'm
complaint
just
with
asking a
every
question.
single chick that I've dealt with. I've been with you for this long. I don't know anything about you.
See, this
He'd
is a
be
valid
like-
question,
he'd be like-
Stefan.
She'd be like,
But
let me get a hug. She'd be like, He'd be like,
Just a
"Nah,
shield, like.
Yeah,
It's
like,
not something on purpose or anything like that.
It never is.
I don't feel like I'm doing anything malicious. Like, when I think back at it, I still don't know what they're talking about. No, seriously.
all right, but I'm gonna say like if let's say maybe 2 to 3 plus people are giving you the same constant.
No, then I
maybe
I
we
reflect.
should, reflect and just say, is there any merit
I
or
reflect.
weight
I even
to
ask
this
chicks from the
complaint?
past, like, okay.
Yo, what's
Be
fucked
happy.
up about me? Please
Yeah, I
tell
want
me.
to know what were you talking about.
Before I go back into the world, what's fucked
Yeah.
up about me? Let me
Yeah,
fix it.
and I ask.
If you're not
and
gonna be with me.
sometimes they can't even explain. They're like, I don't know. It's just you nice and you do these things, but I don't feel it. What are you talking about? What do you mean?
Well, maybe you do things because you feel like you're expected to do them, and you're not doing them because they're sincere. If that makes sense, because we as women, we know if something is genuine or not. I mean, I'm just saying. So if
No,
it's
that's
not,
fire. That's
but
fire. But it makes
when
me
it's-
like. Ugh.
But it's
But I'm
it is
not
what it
acting
is.
or anything.
That's fire.
It's not
though.
that you're acting. I think it's sometimes the expectation. Like, for example, a Valentine's Day. Let's say you were seeing a young lady for, let's say, 6+ months.
Mhm.
Valentine's Day rolls up. She's expecting a grand gesture. You're like, nah, I don't really believe in that shit. I'm not gonna do that.
And you don't get a shit.
And you know me. And I've
don't
been
get a
seeing you
shit.
for the last 6 months. So yeah, we don't need to play that game. Like, why do I need to, participate in that? She takes it as, geez, maybe you know what I mean? Like, she has a completely different reaction. Not that you're not interested in her, but maybe your just level of showing it needs to be reviewed, possibly, and maybe.
What's with all this polite language?
Because I'm trying to be polite. I don't want to just, I don't know the man. I'm just saying in general,
It's
but
just funny.
you should be able to have a communication about anything, and maybe just your interactions. If you just start looking at how you maybe appreciate them, because women like to be appreciated. So I don't know if maybe you're into phone calls. Some people are, some people aren't. Some people just like texting. Exactly. You guys are like, I don't know. Everyone's different.
He
So
said,
Don't call me.
so all right. Even Kiki says like, don't call me.
Don't
You know what I
text
mean?
me.
But
If you
it
text
dep-
me, it should be because
Yo,
we're gonna
can
meet
I
up.
finish my answer?
Yeah,
Or I
dude.
just paint my picture for the man so he can have some help and like, shut up.
Yo,
All right.
this is a
So-
Picasso. It's taking kind of.
So fucking what? It's a masterpiece. That's right. It takes some minutes and shit to get out. Can I get my shit out? In general, I'm just saying, like, if you're dating a young lady, just pay attention to her. It's a little shit. You know what I mean? Like,
That's what. Yeah.
that's it. I'm
That's what
telling you, but
that's
it's the
what I hear.
little
But it's
things.
like I feel like I do little
Well,
things
no,
too.
but little things that are warranted. Like, you know what? All right, she's told you for a certain amount of times, hey, I'd like to do this, I'd like to do this, I'd like to do this. Take the bitch take the young lady to go and do that.
She
I
meant
do
that.
it,
Take
though.
the bitch.
I do
Because
these things.
there's
but
so many foolish women. I'm sorry, I should refer
But
to them as
it's-
bitches because
here's
I
the
know I
thing.
hate that shit. But
No, my thing is I do these things, but at the same that's what they say. You do these things, but
don't do it in a lackluster way. Like if
Lackluster,
you're
there
doing
we
be
go
fucking present
again.
because it's serious. Like
I know
be
it's serious.
present in the moment. Like if you're gonna do something, do it 100%. Like
They're basically trying to say that you're doing everything on autopilot.
yeah, you're not really present. So
And
if
nobody
you're
wants an
hanging out-
autopilot ass
yeah,
man, like-
exactly, that's the worst.
Whoa,
like
whoa, whoa! You know who wants
nobody wants an autopilot.
Let me tell you who wants autopilot.
Who? The chick that doesn't really want to fucking pay attention to the man she's with.
The chick
'Cause
who's
she's
on
got another
autopilot.
one. No.
The chick who's on autopilot
Well,
wants
stay
the
away from
autopilot.
that one.
Because that's where it was meant to go. It's like I'm gonna do
Nah.
these things because you want them. I'm gonna do these things because you want them.
That's me. I be on
Okay, but
autopilot.
then-
like a
And they meet
motherfucker.
what they meet,
I don't
and then
do
it's like,
autopilot.
and then it's like, guess
I don't
what?
do autopilot.
It's a
I
bunch
pray
of-
too hard to do fucking
It's a
autopilot.
bunch of
It's crazy.
autopilot love. It's like
Then that's
autopilot,
not real.
autopilot.
Okay. But those are the people that
You know what
have
I'm
a
saying?
breakdown in a few years because once they start looking at each other and they're not on fucking autopilot because life makes you not be on autopilot.
Alright, so let
you
me pause
can't
and
stay
say
on
this.
autopilot.
Right, you're a fire sign and I'm a fire sign.
Yes.
My wife is a fire sign. So guess what? We're just the kind of people that love that chaos that order comes from. So when you with somebody and it's like, be right here, right now, they be like, I'm right here. What are you talking about?
That's not being present.
And then you be like,
that's so unacceptable. Because that's
and
not.
they be like, but I don't get it. I'm right here. And
Because that's
then
not right there.
let me tell you, like when you actually notice it,
Mhm.
like me and my wife watched The Incredibles 2, and she I think just like everybody, so
Mhm.
Incredible 1 like mad long ago. So she saw part 2, and then it was a moment that I identified as like us really connecting without like baby girl was asleep. We were just there watching the movie. It was like, oh shit, these niggas is fire now. And it's like, how can we, like, damn, we grew up with this. How can we miss this? But it was just a moment, and we were both in the moment.
Mhm.
So it brought our connection, like, way deeper. Other day, she was like, oh, I miss you. I'm like, oh, you miss a nigga now, huh? Because when baby girls, sometimes I'm sharing that aspect of it, but it be the struggle sometimes.
Mhm.
So when you find someone who you can, I don't even know what we're talking about, but when you find someone who you can do that shit
We're
with,
talking about some autopilot shit.
That's what we were talking about.
right? And I'm talking about the non-autopilot side of it.
And we're
how,
trying to
like,
help Ish in his connections because they
Oh.
tell him that, you know what I'm
I
saying?
don't feel like I need help though.
I feel,
It's
I
just like,
feel like
nigga.
you might need a little help. You just don't know it yet.
He's- no,
But in 5
he's-
years, you're going to be such a better human being. And
What?
I'm so serious.
Are you saying that
I'm
to
just trying to
somebody?
hook you up. I'm
Yo,
serious.
you're
'Cause I'm the
you
type
are
of
good the way
person.
you are.
Fine.
I'm sure you're wonderful. But we can all be better. I can be better. I'm just saying, why not be magnanimous? That's it. What's wrong with that?
Maybe the bitches don't deserve it.
They may not, but
Maybe they
why
just
not?
deserve.
Look,
the
I
little
don't know.
shit.
I
He
don't-
deserve it.
Look, I consider myself a smart person.
Do you?
I don't necessarily know what magnanimous means, so please explain it.
You take your phone out and
No,
Google
no,
this
I
shit,
gotta go
like
to the
because
phone.
you're always on the shit anyway during our productions. So I think you should just look it up.
Alright, I'm gonna do
Word
that.
But why not be
I'm
the
gonna do that
best
for you.
version
No,
of
hold
yourself
on.
that you could be? And what's wrong with that? I think we should all be the best version of ourselves.
No,
That's
of course,
it.
of course.
So whether
11,
it's in, and at
but
some point, I think
To
human life.
appease women, should
It's
I
not
switch
about.
up?
It's not about.
11?
Hold on. It's not about being appeasing to women. It's about just being compatible with your mate, and why
11.
not making them feel as wonderful as they could be? Because when you make them feel wonderful, they're gonna make you feel wonderful. You're gonna
Wait, hold on. Let me tell you something about the word magnanimous real quick.
Hold on.
First of all, it's 11 letters. Thank you for needing or for feeling like you needed to bring an 11-letter word into
Oh,
a conversation
Jesus.
with myself.
At this
I'm
late
just
in
gonna
the
take it
game,
as a
with-
compliment.
yo,
But
Can I have one
magnanimous
wine?
means,
Can
you
I
know
have
what
one wine?
magnanimous means,
share
guys?
with me.
Magnanimous means generous or forgiving, especially towards a rival or less powerful person. What a word for you to be using. You know,
Listen.
with the high-mindedness and no high-mindedness.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Would
Continue.
you like some more wine, Kiki? Before?
Go ahead. Continue, sir.
I'm just saying, like, magnanimous,
Yeah.
that just shows where your mindset is at, which is just my whole point.
What's wrong with my mindset?
You high-minded being.
What's
who
wrong with
feels
my mind
like,
being
who feels like
high-minded?
something is wrong with Ish? Like,
I didn't say
what
there's
are you
anything wrong with
You
it.
said
I'm just
you're
saying-
gonna be better in
I
5
said he
years.
can be
You'll
a
see.
better man.
What are
We
you
can all
talking
be
about?
better. Why can't we all just say we can always be a better version of ourselves?
We don't-
Why is that a bad
But that's
Because you
statement?
said he has to be.
Because
Right.
I can be. I said myself. I'm not perfect. I'm saying it's
Oh, you're
I can
not?
be. I am not. I think I'm
Wow.
amazing. Let's not get it twisted. But I could be fucking better. What's wrong with striving to be better? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with having an expectation that
Here's
the
the
people
thing.
around
Here's the
me
thing.
can be a better version
Or
of themselves?
maybe- or
What's
maybe-
wrong
You
with
don't have to
that?
state the
No,
obvious.
or maybe
All right.
he knows what he wants, and he sees, and what he sees in these women are not 100% of what he wants.
And I
So
have
if
no
he's-
problem saying that's possibly a fact.
Facts.
But if he's not prepared to be able
No
to
cap.
entertain the right woman of the
But
caliber
listen.
when they come around, because if
Listen,
you don't know
Linda,
the numbers
Linda,
or something,
listen,
you're
listen,
not gonna
Linda.
know
No
fucking
cap.
Linda.
Nope. Tara, that's
Linda,
that cap
listen.
There's
shit.
no Linda. There's
We
no
don't wanna
cap
hear that.
shit.
Now you
Yeah.
capping.
There's no cap in anything.
Linda, listen.
There's
No
no
cap.
Linda, mommy.
It's-
Maybe he doesn't see.
No,
Maybe
who's
he
Linda?
doesn't see.
Yo, who's Linda?
Who's Linda? Yeah, I'm listening.
Wow, you missed the
Thank
whole
you,
era,
thank
You're
you.
talking
yo.
about me,
Oh,
by the way.
whatever.
I'm right here.
Right.
Yeah, we're referencing you, but you're with us. We're like, you're part of the conversation right now.
Right.
Maybe
Just go with us.
he doesn't see what he wants in them. Maybe he's not seeing 100% of what he wants in
Possibly.
them. So he's gonna give them his representative because his representative is a dope
Ooh.
guy.
So I have a
his
question.
his
Take
representative
my card.
Wait,
his
go ahead.
representative is that guy who all around I take you out. I'm a good dude, but you're not gonna get all of it if he's not feeling all of you.
Jules.
So all right, that's perfect. Can we pause for a second? Let's just say now he's gotten like 4 or 5 birds, you know what I'm saying, that weren't worth him doing any of this
Whoa,
work. Just,
birds.
hey, shut up. I'm going to refer to whatever I want to say. This is my statement.
No,
Can
I
I
mean
finish?
birds.
Anyway, a bunch of them that weren't worthy. Now he gets 5 and 6 that is worthy, but he's so used to maybe not being attentive or being mindful of being present that they now interact this behavior and they take it as offense because, they know they're 1,000 times, you know what I'm saying, worthy.
But I think
You
we all know
gotta,
They're
that
not
that's a
pleased with the
certain
but I'm just saying, if
representative.
you're so used to dismissing it, maybe you're going to be in autopilot mode. You'll miss the moment. So it doesn't matter. Just saying, maybe
It's his
be aware.
representative.
Just
Okay.
be aware to the possibility.
Okay, but he
That's
got his,
it.
he got his, he
There's nothing wrong with being
understands.
aware. That's it.
I feel like he understands the Matrix.
Well, he can speak for himself. He's right.
Nah, I'm listening. I like these perspectives because, like I said, I still don't know what they're talking about. So I'm listening.
I'm trying to help you out, but
Yeah.
little things like that is, you know
No,
what I'm
it's
saying?
like that.
Everyone
She's like-
isn't worthy,
She's like,
but
speak
some of them are. So
everyone isn't
everyone
worthy.
is not
That's
worthy.
The,
This
that's
is
the
why.
truth in it all.
That's
Which
true,
is
yeah.
why there's an if and there's a win out there. Everyone should not be a win. They shouldn't be. But back to ish and getting focused and thing on
There's
topic.
an if, there's a when, there's
There's
an
an if,
ish.
there's a win, there's an ish, and now
There's
we're
a
talking
when.
about ish and the situation at hand. Is just listen,
Okay.
be
go ahead.
ready to play and just be ready to check off the autopilot when it is appropriate and do thoughtful things. That's it. You don't have to even spend a lot of money. It's not about that. It's just about being present and being attentive.
Some are
Hold
only
on.
worthy of the representative. So that
I know, but
No,
when you
let's
find
put
that
this
they're
into a
worthy,
business term. We all work in a call center environment, so you'll understand.
our everyday.
You speak with a representative. They're gonna talk to you about what they have to talk to you about. It's when you start sweet talking them and it's like, you know what, let me see what else I could do for you.
Yeah.
That's what it is. They're getting his representative and they're not doing enough sweet talking to get that extra $20 savings off the account.
Right.
They're not doing enough
Oh,
sweet
shit.
talking to get that extra $50 credit off the account.
Or maybe they're speaking to a stone wall that they feel like maybe that extra $20 discount isn't an option.
But I'm pretty sure he's fully aware of his capabilities. He's fully aware of the emotions that he can display. But for now, they're only going to get the representative because they're not
But the
sweet talking
question is,
That's the
enough.
point.
is he? Some men are not aware of their emotional range and they're not, in touch with that side of themselves.
Let's ask
We
him.
don't know. Let's
Are you
find
aware?
out.
Let's go.
Are you aware of your
Of course,
your
yes, I am.
emotion?
I
No,
am.
seriously, like some men are not emotionally available. Like, some men are just so guarded and just closed off. Like, yo, who the
I
fuck
can
wants to
admit
fight
that-
this battle to deal with
You see,
to
You
get
gonna
through
let
to the
her
person?
talk to you that way?
Listen, it's not about letting her talk to you.
You
Like,
talking
what
about-
shit is that to say?
You talking about
I'm asking a
guarded?
question. I can be
I'm just
guarded,
talking my
but
shit.
it
But-
takes light to see light. What the fuck? I can talk about being guarded.
All right. So as long as you're not.
Listen.
You're
Can
admitting.
we continue? I've always admitted
No.
it.
What were you going to say?
Go ahead, sorry.
I can
We have
admit
a guest. He-
both of you guys have points that I can relate to myself. I can't say that you guys are wrong. I can admit, I don't know if I'm emotionally unavailable, but it relates to the representative thing that you're talking about. It's not easy for me to express all that to any chick.
Just back up. Chill.
So, I don't know, I never thought about it in this sense. Are they not I don't want to say they're working hard enough to get that side of me.
No, that's probably what it is. They ain't working hard enough.
And you might be looking too low for the star that you're trying to receive. Like the star, the type of being that you're trying to be with
It's up there.
is up there. And you just like, bah, 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 bah. She's like,
So you need to be shooting up there.
she's
to
like,
grab
do
what
this
you're
for me,
looking
do this for me, do this for me, do that for me. But it's just that. And maybe it's just not the connection on the level where it turns to fire and it's like, it feels like something new all the time. And I understand that because I hate what the internet has done to people's sense of connectivity with other.
Oh yeah, I agree.
They
yeah.
immediately compartmentalize everything and put people into these boxes, and it's just like,
We're
you're this,
way
you're
more
this, you're
complex
this.
than that.
And it's like, no, I'm all of this, and so are you. That's why you recognize it in another. So I appreciate you calling out what was it? You said the guarded individuals, because, real recognize real. So if you see somebody, you be like, I'm so guarded. I'm so guarded. Look, that nigga guarded. That bitch guarded too.
And I don't know if that's related to me even being introverted, the guarded part, but naturally that's the way I am. I'm talking now, but usually I'm not super out there and talking, So,
Appreciate you being here, though. You feel me?
so I don't want to give myself excuses. Is it related to that? I don't know. But, yeah, something to reflect upon,
I hear that.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll take that.
We'll take that.
We'll take that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's an honest response.
And just speaking of guardedness,
yes.
like, I don't even know if we want to get into a Dr. Phil moment, but I just want to know about, like, I'm not sure if you guys recognize the fact that Miss Tara over here is guarded. But I also feel that way about Kiki, and I feel like, I just want to understand if you feel that way about yourself. Like with Tara giving her admissions over here, do you feel like you're a guarded individual?
Yes, I have a wall up, but I have that Trump wall where it's like you can see the slats through it, you can see the shit through it. But the wall is there and it's coming about and it's growing higher.
What the fuck? No.
But there's slat. It's only slat. So you can see the potential that I have. You can see what I'm capable of.
Okay.
But you're not getting over this fucking wall.
Oh gosh, she's like, I have a door.
But you can see it. You can
doors.
see it. Like you can see through the slats. Like, oh shit, she's a dope person. Okay. I give you previews, but it's like that wall just going up like
She's right here. I got a show going on. My name is Kia.
Unless you clear the extensive immigration process.
Exactly. Or you got the calves of steel and you can climb over that fucking wall.
Shit.
But you can still see through it. Like, you guys are all welcome to walk up to the wall and look through to the beautiful country that's ahead. But
that was good.
You're going to have a tough time giving over that wall.
Yeah, that, you know.
So that's me being guarded.
I think I'm relatively guarded. I don't think I'm
relatively guarded.
No, she's the Great Wall of China guard.
She's like, yeah, I kind of have a plan sometimes.
She got a wall that'll never come down.
To mess with the guys that I'm speaking about minds in order to test their skills and limits. Yeah.
All right, hold up. First of all, I'm all about dissecting the action and the intention behind what's in front of me in the visible world. So that's my first thing. So that's my pet peeve. So, yo, if you don't understand that, you shouldn't even fucking try to entertain me because you're so not even equipped to fuck with me. It's just, that's what it is.
Niggas gotta have the utility belt, and if they don't have the utility belt,
I just think, you shouldn't walk into a game unless you know the rules.
Right.
And you're not prepared.
Well, hold on.
Yo.
With young ladies.
Yes, sir.
With ladies, with women, with female energy, with beings like you two, right? What I've come to understand is that there's a level there. First of all, the first wall, because that's what we're dealing with, I think, at this point.
No, there's a step before.
Are you referring
There's a step before. I've let so many criminals into my country that I'm demanding a wall, okay?
All right, then you gotta say the
I've let so many criminals into my country to the point where I'm demanding a wall. Now you criminals are gonna look in through the slats, through the little space. You can climb over if you're capable, but like you said, a big screening process, big immigration screening process before you're let over, okay? Before you get your papers.
Yeah, like we're different, so we have different.
I let too many criminals into my country, so it's like, you know what? And here's a wall. I need a wall now. I'm gonna raise hell if I don't get this wall. I'm shutting shit down if I don't get this wall.
And guess what happens?
And you look through the slats.
And guess what happens? A real nigga comes through and brings down those walls.
No, a real nigga comes through and says, fuck your walls.
Exactly. My point. Fuck your walls.
But it depends on the individual. It's not an easy task.
It doesn't gotta be easy.
It must, but it's not supposed to be easy.
Niggas who know.
But like, exactly. The point
sometimes
is that
you recognize the girl you want and you know how to get her because you're willing to go that far.
The effort and the time that's put into
glasses off.
I guess so. The effort and the time involved in all this is important. Like my screening process is like a little bit crazy because it's like long, it's intricate, like you have to be able to get past the mental type of.
I'm trying to see your FICO score.
Come on, son. She's like, I got a minefield. I got a moat after the minefield. I got a barbed wire fence.
A maze.
I have a whole section where the weather just turns to ice real quick.
Whatever. I need your endurance. I need to know that you can, deal with some. I just need to know that you're like a solid individual.
And if you're a real nigga, you know how to do that.
You gotta be a real nigga. Because if you're not, get the fuck away from me.
If you're a real nigga, you know you pay the business owner to file a form on your behalf as a worker or some shit like that. And then you skip to level 75 immediately because you're like, I've seen a lot of these. So let me just.
There's no shortcuts with my screening process.
Super shortcuts. There's always shortcuts.
No
Don't believe her.
All right, there's no shortcuts.
They always exist.
Yeah,
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Facts. If it is my will to make you my lady, you will be my lady.
That have gotten through the process to even be rewarded. So
niggas
I know my shit.
They El Chapo it.
Yeah.
They create
Yeah.
it. They create their way out.
Nigga, she
If
be
it
like,
is
nope,
not-
you're not getting over this wall. She's like, I just dug underneath. And she's like, oh,
Nah.
well, since you're here already, you know what
Nah,
I'm
I don't really do
saying?
charity, so it's not since you're here already.
Charity?
Fuck that.
The nigga
That's
dug under
charity.
your
I don't give a
wall.
fuck. I didn't ask you to dig through the fucking wall. Come through the door. That's why I got a fucking door and a doorbell.
Look, that's the
The
government.
door
Present
That's the
yourself.
government. That's the government.
No. There's no government.
The super government.
No. There's a way in which I expect to be entertained.
So no shortcuts?
Not with me.
What?
Yo,
Nobody wanna hear that,
listen,
though.
I don't give a fuck what you want to hear. It's about what I expect and what I anticipate and what I
Here's what-
get.
it's-
I don't give a fuck. Guess what?
Nice wall.
Guess what?
I'm gonna go to China.
I want you to keep fucking walking. I want you to keep doing that. I want to save the time. I
Nice
want you
wall.
to. I want you to pass by
I'm
and not
going
ring
to
the
China.
bell.
At
Do
least,
so.
At least China lets you
But
walk
do
on their
so.
wall.
I want you to walk on the wall.
At
and
least
never
China
get
lets you
leave.
walk on their
Have
wall.
a good time. Peace and
You feel
blessings.
me?
Have a good fucking
You go to
time.
China, you like, look, nigga, I'm at
Have
the
a
wall.
good time.
You go to Tara like, the wall.
Bye.
She's like, I'm
That's
gonna just
right.
use the doors. No!
Bye. You can try to use the door. Use the door. You'll be respected.
No door!
Shut up, Shabazz. I'm just fucking idiot.
First off, I want to say.
Yeah, I see it coming.
First off, I want to
We're
say
back.
that
We're back.
you know,
Welcome back.
we appreciate the likes, the subscribes, the
Our
comments.
We
comments.
appreciate that. Good
Our
luck,
comments. That's what we wanted to reference,
Our
right?
comments.
Hold on. We wanted to reference one comment
Please
in
like,
particular.
comment, and subscribe.
Please like, comment, and subscribe. But for Ollie Robinson out there in Buffalo, New York, that's like Burner's friend on the lower type shit, that wants to make comments about us, and we're like everyday people, like that's like our brother. At least
He
I
called
consider
us
him like
flightless
brother. You know what I'm
birds.
saying? Like, don't come at us like that. Like, this is our brother, yo. He's our people. How the fuck you gonna call
No,
us
no.
flightless birds type shit?
Hold on.
It's
hold
a
on.
good diss, but I don't know if it
I don't think it's a
No,
good
no, no.
diss.
I was-
because
It doesn't
I'm not
apply. It
motherfucking
doesn't
Read
right.
the comment. Read the
All right,
comment.
read your people's
You
comment.
say, yo, Burner, why you wasting your time going back and forth with that woman? Especially over a glass of vino? Hell no! Never submit to these flightless birds.
So
He called us a flamingo. He called us an
Ostrich.
ostrich because
yeah,
we're flightless.
flightless birds. So
Chicken.
Ollie Robinson in Buffalo, we're gonna just say, keep
Oh,
your shit to
yo.
yourself. I'm just saying that's his fucking handle. He put his shit out
Yo.
there. He wanted to come at us in a non-positive way.
Yeah,
He
but
could have expressed himself in 1,000 ways. But to say that we're flightless birds, well, that's mad offensive.
She obviously feels
and
That's
I'm not
mad
a motherfucking
offensive.
flightless bird. Yo, you see how I feel about myself. Don't
I guess
fucking.
the only part he got right is you can't fly, so.
That's the only thing he got right. But yo, homeboy, come on, man. You don't even know who you're talking to. But when you're brave enough, come join us and come interact with us in person. That's what I say.
So
And
that's
I'll
ready
leave the
for
rest.
you.
I'll leave the rest aside. You know what I mean?
No, I got my shit to say.
All right, yeah.
Ooh,
Kiki
okay,
got her
ready.
shit to say.
Oh,
My man.
man. I told
My
you
man,
they
come
want to
prepared.
smoke my badge,
Come
bro.
on.
Yo, De Niro, my badge.
Don't say De Niro. Don't yo.
Hey. What type of beta energy
Mm.
is spilling out of your pores for you to say that we're flightless birds because we're having a debate with this man right here? Shout out to you, Ali. I'm a flamingo. I'm an ostrich. We be flightless birds. But you need to turn that beta shit up, get a little alpha in you, and maybe you would understand where we're coming from. But we really appreciate the comment. We really appreciate the time that you took to watch it. Shouts out to you.
Shout out
And
for watching. Shout out
for everyone else
Okay.
watching, for everyone
40
else
acres of
watching,
Brew.
don't make it a habit.
Ooh.
Don't make it a habit, okay?
Oh,
Well, just don't make it habit of saying stupid, petty, negative shit. You know
Don't
what I'm
make it
saying?
a
A friend
habit.
of a friend is my friend. Last time I checked. That's
Okay.
all I'm saying. Last time I
'Cause you
checked.
ain't even
those
here
are
to
the
defend
old school
yourself.
rules
No,
involved.
it's
Right? Friend of a friend is my friend.
There's no.
Friend of a friend is my friend, right? So if that's the case, keep our shit on
But
the
I
up
just
and up.
wanted to look. If the man has that
Thank
to
you,
say,
Ollie Robinson in Buffalo.
look. If the man has that
Who
to
has nothing
say,
better to say about
then
himself.
he says that. Period. Like I just
Come
feel
on.
like.
You didn't even say
I
anything
want all
about
the
the topics
smoke.
and shit. He didn't say
We
anything
want all
about
the
no, that's
smoke.
okay. He didn't say anything about, yo, that was rude of her to take the meal from Little Ears. You didn't say nothing. You're gonna call us
I
fucking
want all the
flightless birds.
smoke.
Come on, so.
You
I
should,
feel like
you should
It
call
seemed like it was very
in.
effective. That's why he's getting a shout out for saying
Well,
it.
You know
That's why
so
he
now
said
I'm
it.
gonna super shout him out. So keep saying your
Want all
negative
the
shit, but you're in
smoke.
Buffalo, yo. You in the snow right now.
Oh,
Come down here to the city. We're in the Bronx.
You in the snow right
and
now.
come address us. If you have
You in
something
the
to
snow
say,
right
you in the
now.
snow, you
You want
buried
all
in,
the
yo. You
snow.
fucking doing like s'mores and shit. Hopefully you got heat and electricity. Who
They
cares?
are ready
That's
for
your
you.
business in Buffalo. But
Better
come join
prepared.
us if you
Nah,
want to join us.
listen.
If you have something funny or sideways to say.
All right, cool.
Last
No,
time
we
I
don't
checked-
take that much offense to it, but
Yeah,
guess
yeah,
what?
it's really
But
humorous.
guess
But,
what? I
but we
guess-
want you to know that this is how we feel about you. Since you want to come at us, you know, this is our
Flightless
forum
birds,
to
flightless
respond.
birds.
All right,
And
that's
luckily
fine.
we have this forum to respond.
All right,
That's
that's
it.
fine. All right.
With
so,
your flightless bird. So Berna, tell your friends, you know what I'm saying? If they're not friends of a friend of a friend, yo, you keep your shit to yourself. Like and subscribe. That's it. And keep it
Look,
moving.
my friends are bold enough to talk their shit
Alright.
and back it up, or
Obviously,
you know,
they're not that bold because
they go-
we asked Homeboy to call in to actually have a dialogue with us, and he wasn't, I'm going to say, man enough to address us.
Now who's the
and you
flightless
know, and you
bird?
know how
Oh.
Kiki and I are. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
rooster.
go there on that shit, yo. So when you
Rooster.
man enough to have a
You
conversation
call them a rooster.
and dialogue, you know what I'm saying? When you can like stand in front of us with your dick hard and have a fucking conversation and be a man,
Oh.
come and have a conversation and be
Yeah,
a fucking
rooster.
man.
I'm
And
glad
that's
I'm not on
it.
the receiving end of this.
And that's
God
all I've
damn.
got to say. Kiki?
You're a rooster.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
shit.
yeah. Cock-a-doodle fucking do, yo.
Flightless, okay? Look who's flightless now. You're a
But
rooster.
yeah,
Yo.
thank you for the
But
shout
anyway,
out, Ali
Yo,
Robinson.
yo,
we
look
digress.
at that. I appreciate
We
your
digress.
support. Dead ass though. Fuck that.
We digress. We digress.
All right.
Oh, wow.
And on that note, I guess until episode.
Well, we want to thank Ish for stopping
Thank you,
by.
Ish. Yes,
Look at
right,
Ish.
yo.
Contributing your
Appreciate you,
opinion.
bro.
Thank you for
Contributing
your
your
opinion. You know what I'm saying?
I tried.
Helping Burner out here because he's usually a
He needs some
one-man
backup
band
sometimes.
against us.
Appreciate you.
Next time I'll be better prepared though. You
What?
know, Valentine's
Nah,
Day's
you
not
be
my
better.
We
You
think
have-
you were prepared. You
I
were
tried.
No, you were super.
40 acres in the Brew crew.
40 acres in the Brew crew.
Give a love to you. You got Berna, you got Tara, you got Kia, you got Ish. Jeff, shout out to you. the
3-ish
cameraman.
episode.
Appreciate you. The 3-ish
Thanks for
episode.
having me.
You
Thank
already
you for
know.
joining
man.
us. Kiki.
We out.
Alright, we out, yo.
We out.